Wickedy, wickedy, wickedy. What's up, gamers and game fans alike? Mayhem here, coming at you from Scum, the survival game with the hardcore mechanics, the game that has captured my attention, tickled my fancy, and caused me to waste so many. Well, you can't call it waste when you're playing a game you love, but you know what I mean. This is my favorite right now, and we have a lot to get done today. This base has been a constant project for several days now. It was erected over the last about a week, and we are moved in almost entirely. But before we can finish the process, we need to get everything upgraded as much as we possibly can. In today's earlier stream, I managed to bring the base up to metal in its entirety, with the exception of the outer walls, which are kind of in a superposition of metal and not metal. They're uh, they're a beast all their own. So that is the goal for this stream, to work our way around the perimeter, get these walls upgraded, and we're going to just circle as many times as we have to, because after we get the walls up to metal, boom, we move on to brick, and then from brick, concrete. So that is what we're intending to do today, but I have a couple errands I'd like to run before we get into all of that. Let's take a look at our truck's inventory. We are... okay. As I expected, there is a box right here, which is just planks, and it's one of mine, and we're going to leave it because it doesn't need to be in the truck for any particular reason. I want to go to the closest trader and look at the cost of certain things. Things like an axe, a metal saw. I want to know how much bolts and nails cost, electrician's tools, certain construction items that can be found around the map but might be easier to collect if they were just purchased outright. Also, there's a couple items I might be able to sell while we're there. So we're gonna do that to start the stream off, and then we will move on to the rest of what we have going on, which is the construction portion of the stream. One step at a time, my friends. One step at a time. We just keep moving forward. So, A0 Trader, we want to hang an east and then a south. We could even go southeast. That would be this direction, and I think that's what we'll do. Now, for anyone who's interested in the giveaway, as mentioned in the title, I have been gifted a copy of the game, a Steam key that could be used, and my intention with that is to give it away to someone in the Discord who expresses interest in Scum and has some amount of experience with these sorts of games so that they can enjoy it. And along with the giveaway, I'll be offering some instruction. Basically, if the person is brand new to the game because they don't have a copy yet, and they want to spend a little time playing with me, we'll see about setting up a private server and doing a little bit of survival together, just the two of us. That's only if you're interested, and we will probably stream that. So that is an option, but that's not a requirement. The main thing is, if you think you want to play the game, hop on over into the Discord, click on that giveaway channel, and just follow the instructions there. I will be choosing a winner. I don't know if it's really a winner. The right winner? Is that the phraseology to use? Someone will be chosen the 1st of March, and they will be announced on the stream that Friday night. So that is very exciting news. We're going to promote that every stream until the time comes, and hopefully whoever gets the copy of the game will end up really enjoying it. That's what I'm hoping. But that's not the only thing to think about right now. I should probably focus on driving a little bit also, and getting to this trader furthermore. Oh my goodness. Savagery. I think I just did a number on my truck. Alright. This is the server with the landmines on the trader roads. Unfortunately, that means anytime I go into the trader, I have to go off-road. And, it would be a lot nicer to just take the roads right in. Can't risk it. Too many times. 4, 5 times I've died. My brother once or twice. Several of my squad mates have been killed by these landmines. And we finally wised up and avoid the inroads entirely, thereby not giving any gratification to the Unabomber, who is plaguing our server. If you're wondering why I'm going off-road here, that is the entire explanation. Because I don't want to die, and I don't want the person who's doing these landmines to have the satisfaction of killing me. Yep. Oh there, buddy. Take it easy. Okay, we got a road crossing coming up, and we're going to maintain... Oh, I'm going west. I want to be going south here. That's the way. So what are we looking for? We're looking for axes, metal saws. I want to know the cost of nuts and bolts, or basically just bolts, really, because there's no nuts. Toolboxes, right? I can craft those, but how much does it cost to buy them outright? Especially when it comes time to do base maintenance. If I could just buy 2 or 3 big toolboxes to have, would that be cheaper or easier than crafting them one at a time? How close am I? I'm very close to the bubble. I think all that stuff is going to be found at the general goods guy, our general trader. Here we are. Here we are. Whoa! Check the description of the video for a link to the Discord if you want to post in there and have yourself a chance at winning a free copy of the game. Wow, that was a violent ride in. Normally I do a little better, not this time. Oh. Oh, there we go. Now, do I sell the things that I brought with me? Let's just take a look at this chest. It's not even heavy yet. Oh, goodness. No, we're not selling that. There's no point. Barely any money there. We'll let it build up for a little while first.
Welcome, welcome.
What's
Feel
up?
free to browse around.
Oh, I actually will this time. Good, fair, sir. Let's see. Axe is $2,500. Small axe is $1,600. I don't think I'm gonna see a saw here. Oh, metal saw, $825. That's pretty good and cheap. If we actually needed to buy those, I would feel okay about spending that money. What about bolts? Box? Empty box. Okay, toolbox is $3,000. That's a lot of money. Probably not
So,
worth it.
what will it be?
So I'd have to spend $6,000 for 200 repair points. Not really worth it. Good to know. See, this is deceiving. Crafting materials shows nuts and bolts. And then I search for bolts and I find none. And they're not here. Which I'm going to go ahead and assume means if I want them, I'm going to have to find them or craft them. That's a pain in the rear. Can buy cement, but that $660 seems fairly inexpensive when you compare it with some of the other items here. It runs out really fast.
So, what will it be?
Yep. Rope is pretty cheap. Okay, well now we know that we can't buy bolts, which was the thing I was thinking I might actually spend money on. And now I won't. Portable work light, refrigerator. Could buy tobacco, huh? Interesting. Lock picking. Okay, and then these, very similarly priced. Actually, they're identically priced to the toolboxes. I might need to buy those. They're a lot less common and they can't be crafted. And there's a couple of recipes I want to try. So we'll bear that in mind. What else did I need while I was here in town? Probably nothing, maybe? I don't know. Okay, $3,200 for a big electrical repair kit, and we can use that to craft up remote door switches so that I can enter the base without having to get out of the truck, hopefully. I've heard it's a little bit buggy. The fellows had one on their last base. They said it didn't really work too well. I don't know. I'm willing to try it. You know, they've also... I've seen people say that the... what's it called there? The battery charger is completely bugged out and you can't use it, but it does work. You just kind of have to know how to make it work. So maybe I could find something similar with the remote door key. That would be really nice, not to have to get in and out of the truck just to enter the base. All this aside, we're going to go back. We're going to use up the bolts that we have. A fair number of them are going to go directly into crafting toolkits because the walls use up a ton of toolboxes. No way around it. And I might have to go back and craft up some more, but I'm trying to give some space because a couple of my friends are also looking around at the junkyard for the same sort of materials. That would be wheels and scrap. So I don't want to step on them. I'd like them to have the opportunity to build their base also. Ooh, that log definitely did a little damage there. Probably gonna fix up the truck right when we get back to base. I don't like to let it go too long. If it takes some damage, best to fix it. You don't want to lose wheels or bumpers, headlights. At least not if you can help it. There we go. We're back at the road now, ish. I can see it anyway. And there we go. Hold up. Should I get fuel? I should. Alright, we're gonna go this way and then hang a right. This is a path I don't normally take up here. Fame points, 357. Okay. That's a good number. Ooh, driving like a madman. Driving like an absolute savage. All over the road. It's mine. I'll use it if I want to. You can't stop me. And we slide around these corners, don't we? A little bit of drifty here, a little bit of drifty... Oops. I take it all back. We drive carefully. We don't drift into trees. Oh, what a fun game. I genuinely enjoy this game quite a bit. I liked it before I had cars, when I was doing the nomadic survival thing. Kinda hunting and looting and just barely surviving. Do I need to go right there? No, we're just gonna follow this still more. And then I liked it when I found some friends who had a base and we got ourselves a bicycle. And then I was offered a truck, and I liked it more again still. And to this day, it doesn't cease to amaze me the different levels of gameplay that are available and the different flavors of the game as you progress through it. You know, we all kind of dread when the server wipe happens, as inevitably they do, and all of our progress is lost and we have to start over again. But when that day comes, it'll still be a fun game. It's just going to be a different kind of fun. And yeah, I don't get excited about the prospect of starting all over, but I sort of welcome the idea of playing the game from the beginning again. It's just good times. You know, when you're walking around with a metal spear and you feel like you're hot stuff because you've got A way to defend yourself finally. Alright, get a little fuel while we're here. Sounds like we're making a friend, at least one. Oh, there he is. Oh, there's a beeper there. Oh, that's good. That's what we wanted. Take the beeper out before he gets to the truck, eh? I can't believe that one guy jacked me up so badly. And why are they levitating? What is happening? This is why I leave the truck running. That right there is exactly why I leave the truck running. Ooh, that was a little more exciting than it needed to be. I'm going to be honest with you. Alright, one other thing I want to try to keep track of a little better in this stream than sometimes I do is my metabolism. I'm dropping low on my energy reserves right now, and that means I'm going to be losing weight when right now I need to be gaining weight. I'm getting fairly low again, and because I continue to drop lower than I mean to, I like to keep weight on. I don't want to starve to death. I never ever want to starve to death. We're gonna hang this left right here. Ayo, big drift, big wide drift. I still don't quite have the balance of the truck down. There's a thing that happens where the tail end slides over and around. Sometimes I can drift pretty consistently, other times I just lose control and I can't do much about it. Alright, we want to go, yeah, I think this is basically the trajectory. Mostly west, a little bit of south. Should just about get us there. Heyo! Lots of trees on the ground. Lots of rocks. Look out. Those things will bust up your tires. Something awful. There it is. There it is. Oh! I think I hear a hog. Let's pop a quick reload here. Repack this magazine with the ammo we have on us, which is tracer rounds. Yeah. Grab a box of 9mm here. And just finish packing this magazine. I like to keep my ammo, you know, up to date. When you need it, you don't want to have to think about it. There we go. That should last us a while. We'll bring the truck in. We'll service it out here in the airlock, as we like to call it. The space between the garage and the entrance. I definitely hear a hog out there. Oh yeah, at least one, maybe two. Let me in. Let me in, that's what the pigs are saying. We want to go inside. It's terrible living out here in the woods. Well, we don't let animals inside our base. Sorry, guys. Anything? Kind of hope that they're settling down. If they're about to go to sleep, I'll be able to creep up on them. I still hear them. Not sure if it sounds like I'm getting any closer or not. I don't see them yet. Might give this a little half-hearted jog. Assume that they're walking away from me. Maybe I can catch up with them a little bit. Come on, we could use more meat. Desperately need more meat. That's one of those things I really don't want to buy. We could always go fishing, but I find hunting a little bit more exciting. I enjoy fishing, but there's an excitement to hunting. Nothing? Nothing so far. Hmm. Probably means they've gone too far away for me to hear them. Because when I'm nearby, they make sound almost continuously. Come here, piggy, 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 piggy. Come here, piggy, piggy, piggy. Alright, well, not having any more sign of them, I guess I'll just go back and work on the base. That's too bad. Would have been nice. Nice little treat. Okay. And I just go east? Which is what I'm doing. We're gonna hit the car with a repair kit or two, and then change into our construction gear and just start going to town. I think I'll have to, like I was saying earlier, craft up a few toolboxes to begin. We have some found toolboxes, but I try to only use the ones I craft for base building, so that the ones that we've found can be there for everybody else to use. I also said I was gonna focus on food here. Let's go ahead and eat all that cereal. Just toss it right back. Then maybe I'll grab an MRE on top of it. The MREs are fairly reasonably priced. I mean, they're expensive. They're not early game food, but at this point, with the cash reserves that I have, I can afford to feed myself pretty well, and I'm trying to do just that. Look at this piece of paper. What are you doing here, paper? Be on the ground. Crazy. Floating paper nonsense. Nudge this backwards a little bit so it's not right on the wall when we put it up on the jack. Look at that, 81%. Who was driving this thing? Maniac. Show some respect. Alright, there we go. And you can see the chassis, one of these doors, a wheel, and the whole front end. Looks like both wheels. Pretty damaged. Pretty well damaged. Take that in hand. I'm going to try and hit the chassis with the 3 uses. You can get a little extra. Yeah, look at that. 100%. And we still have 1 use left on this guy. What about that? Gotta love it. 15 out of 20. I always try to use up the stuff with the least uses first, so I don't end up with a bunch of half-hearted kits lying around. There's that. And that. Get these lights both done. And this door, and then I have to switch the jack over just so that I can get this one tire fixed up. the jack stand has to be on the same side as the wheels you want to work on. You can do everything else with the jack stand in any position, but the wheels have to be off the ground for you to work on them. There we go, and we'll have one use left on this kit now, which is a bit piddly, but still worth holding on to. At least I don't have to buy it. Right. Very good, very good. I think I might try doing something like this with my spare wheels. And then my fuel canisters. So this gives me a bunch of space for, like, I don't know, maybe I could fit a door there or something if I wanted to. Hopefully I find more repair kits before I use them up. I like to have a pretty good buffer of all the things that I need on a regular basis, right? I don't want to use up all my repair kits. I will if I have to, but I should probably go looking for more soon. I don't just use my repair kits on my truck either. I try to keep everybody's stuff in pretty good shape. It's not something that I do on a regular schedule, but, you know, if I'm walking past a truck and I see that it's in poor condition, I'll give it a little quick touch-up just to make sure we don't lose anything we love. Alright, that is that. I'm gonna go change into my construction gear. Just like this. Wait. Oh, that was weird. It wasn't gonna let me in. Why? I do wish you could light these bases up a little bit. And I suppose there are a couple of options, but the problem with lights is they act like beacons, and they draw people in. So I think we, as a group, tend to avoid lighting so that we can go a little bit more incognito. Alright. We're gonna grab... Oh, I know. I've got some changes to my kit. Very minimal changes, but changes nonetheless. So this goes like this. The quiver we set aside. The armor vest. The military shirt set aside. The handgun we set aside. I'm going to keep this bag with some of the basics, but I'm going to take the sewing kits out of it because those are for my combat gear, and I want to just have a little bit of division here. Let's repair these boots before we take them off. Anything else that got whacked pretty good? We look alright. Tactical pants set aside. Tactical vest. Alright, I'm letting all my medical gear kind of go away for now, but that's no big deal. I'm so close, if I need it, I can just come get it. Hopefully. Okay, and now this backpack has the goodies in it. The boots that I'm going to use, these boots, of course, can go with the rest of my kit. This helmet, go with my combat kit. And we'll just get geared right up here. Pack of smokes, couple of sewing kits, and the pants. Where do you go? You go right there. Okay, 45 ACP. We're going to put that in the pants. We're going to put the sewing kits in the pants. We're looking good. Got a nice clean backpack to work with. A different mood now, so it's not combat anymore. It's construction now, right? We've set our mind in that direction. But this is all the same, right? I've done this already. The one thing I realized was I probably should have a little something something on hand to defend myself in case it comes to it. So why not grab a shotgun, eh? Okay, we got 6 rounds in there. I'm going to grab these slugs. If we end up using the shotgun, we'll have a little bit of extra at hand for when we need it. And now we should be good to go to work. Let's put together this kit. I need a hammering tool. We'll grab this one. It's in really bad shape. And then a backup for when we probably break that one. We'll grab a chainsaw, whichever one's in the least good condition. Let's see, we need bolts, which we have none of. What else do I need here? Toolboxes. That's another thing that I have none of right now. Alright, these are all the ones that we've found. I don't want to just tear through these, because I easily could. If I have to start using them, I will. Obviously, base upgrades are important to everybody. But let's just plan to make 40 toolboxes. That's what we're going to do. 40 times 20 is 800. That's quite a few uses. That should give us some mileage. We'll make 40 toolboxes. That's going to require scrap metal, which I think is it this kit right here? Hey, this is the one with all the bolts in it. So we'll just drag them over here. We need 40. That's 30 and 40. Drop you back in. And now we're going to need a backpack just doggone full of scrap. Just like that. Hopefully, what's the deal here? Why am I accessing the metal wall from all the way over here? That's crazy. That shouldn't be happening. Mayhem 4, you're coming with me. Okay, 40. 40 is our goal. Wait. Something's gone wrong. This is the right backpack. This is the one with the bolts in it. There we go. Yeah. We're going to fill up with scrap metal because we need scrap, bolts, a hammering tool, pipe wrench counts, and planks in order to craft our own toolboxes. So this is 5 per line. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 20. And this will be 40 if I can get all of these lines right here. Which I should be able to. Especially if I make some room like so. Boom. Well done. Now we just pull out the planks and we get crafting. We won't craft too much right away because I don't mind destroying one of these pipe wrenches, but we're going to want to repair the better one, I think. And we've got a few backups. I just don't like to needlessly waste things. We'll take all the planks right out because I'm not counting these one at a time. So if there's some left over, we'll chuck them back in the box, and if not, well good, we used them all. And I had a tip from a comment on one of my replays today. A fella told me I can actually use the chainsaw to craft these planks, which I thought I had tried and been unsuccessful with, but he was right. Not only was I able to use the chainsaw, it was a lot faster, and it gave me more planks per log. What a great tip. When it comes time to make more, I'm actually excited to try it. Okay, toolboxes. We should be good to go. Now, I hope you brought a cup of coffee or something to snack on, because crafting streams are relaxing streams. So just kick back and enjoy the subtle gameplay of wonderful Scum. A game that has so many different moods to it. There's a combat mood, there's a survival mood, there's a crafting mood, there's a decorating mood. You can paint your trucks, all kinds of things, all kinds. Improvised burn gel, huh? Alright, let's close up this menu and take a look at the ground around us, because these toolboxes aren't showing up in the inventory list, but they are appearing at our feet, quite literally rising up through us. because you can't stand on them, so they just phase right through you, I guess. That's okay. 40 is the goal. We've got 40 pieces of scrap, 40 bolts, 40 nails, and it looks like we're using up this wrench now. So let's go ahead and stop the process and hit this guy with a quick repair here. 47. No complaints. This one we're going to take in hand and give it the old hi-ya! Yeet! Back to crafting. If we do end up using all or most of these planks, we'll be able to dump the toolboxes right back into this number 4 box for now. That'll keep things organized and mobile for me as I'm moving around, doing what I do. I should probably bring the scrap box also, because what I need out there is scrap, bolts, hitting tools, toolboxes. I think that's the stuff that's required to upgrade the wall. I don't know, I'm not inside 100 feet away from the wall, so I can't see the recipe right now. Whatever. However that's supposed to work. Look at these toolboxes, they're making like a belt around me. A nice wooden belt. The comfortable kind of thing that we all look forward to at the end of a hard day. Strapping on our wooden belt. When you talk about back support, I think that would definitely keep things rigid for you. You don't even need back muscles if you've got a wooden belt. What do we think? We're gonna run out of materials like bolts and nails before we run out of planks, I think. It's gonna be a pretty close call though. We're down to 10. Yeah, I think we'll have maybe 5 or 6 planks left over. We might just leave those on the ground for the sake of keeping the chest organized and just having one type of item in the chest at a time. And it's too bad that my intelligence is as low as it is, because my engineering skill, my awareness, they want to level up, but they just can't right now. I'm stuck at medium with this low intelligence, which would have been a 3.0 had I not given up at one point. I spawned in near the radiation zone, ran into it, didn't understand how devastating it was going to be, and then rather than waiting the final 2 minutes or whatever, I chose to end it quickly and paid for it with intelligence. I didn't realize that was a game mechanic at the time. What did we say? 2, 4, 5, so yeah, 7 planks left over. We're just going to leave those on the ground here. If we need them, we can come back and get them. Not that big of a loss. We'll get that many out of a log or two using the chainsaw. Trying to lock down your stream and Wi-Fi, testing what works best. Okay. You're going to be streaming on TikTok, right, Rabbit? That's pretty cool. We're going to have a whole streamer server here. I gotta stop inviting people from the stream to come play with me, though. They know all my secrets. Are you guys still rocking and rolling? Because I was thinking about hitting the junkyard again, but I don't want to step on y'all. Take all the loot you need for your base building. So just let me know if you're still here. I'll stay away from the junkyard for now. I'll try and hit it when you guys aren't around. Alright, we're gonna just drag this whole scrap metal chest with us, I think. I think that's the right move right now. We'll take this and put it back in here. Let's see, where's my bolts? These are my bolts, right? I'm gonna take all these. Oh, good. YouTube also. Yep. Tomorrow morning with Nico. Gotcha. Very cool, man. Yeah, I'll go hit it in a bit. I need to make more bolts. So I'm gonna use these up in no time. No time flat. Alright, there we go. Now we've got just empty backpacks and scrap in here. We've got our tools and yeah, we're in good shape. Yeah. close that inventory menu or it'll drive me nuts. And we're going to work our way around this wall, trying to get the thing as upgraded as possible. That's cool, man. I'm glad to hear you're going to be streaming. We can collab moving forward once you get that YouTube stream rocking and rolling. Or before that, obviously. I think we have once. I've had you on my stream when you first came in. There we go. It is really hard doing this with night vision on. So you can tell when you turn the night vision off, blue is good and red won't place. You just can't tell when everything's green. There we go. Need more scrap metal. And I need, let's do 2 or 3 of these at a time. Just like that. We'll fill everything else in. Oh, can I? Oh, I can just double click from here? Interesting. I'm learning things. We'll fill up this jacket too. What's the point of having a jacket if you can't use the pockets, right? Okay. Dump you back in scrap metal. Drag these fellas along with us. Starlink because you're in the hills. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad you're finding a way. Starlink seems like it would be a challenge all its own. Ooh, we're gonna really use up these toolboxes fast. And that has to be high latency. Just based on the nature of the thing. I'm gonna stop filling my backpack up and I'm just gonna switch backpacks. Just like this. Drop you in scrap metal. We're gonna tear through these supplies. Holy crow. Walls are expensive, but also very necessary. Change DNS servers. I gotcha. Yep. And at that point, when you're using Starlink, whatever works. That's really cool that it does work though, man. What a wonderful thing, huh? Couple more of these. Yeah, we're tearing through the supplies right now. My great googly moogly. Let's see here. We're gonna keep an eye on that wrench because I have a feeling I'm gonna use it up a little quicker than I'm expecting. It's not cable like in the city. You get about 130 down and 6 to 20 up. Kind of all over the place. Yeah, I understand that. I wonder if there's a service you can use so you could just send one stream out and then that service would distribute the stream to TikTok and YouTube itself. And that way you might save some of your own bandwidth. I don't know if that exists or not, but it'd be cool if it did. Metabolism. How am I doing on food? I'm still down. I gotta go eat an MRE here. This is what happens. I'd rather work than eat. Equip. Scrap metal. Nope, not that one. This one. Barbed wire wall. There we go. And then the frame. Okay, we're gonna have to do the wall first. Now the frame. Oh, that uses up the materials. Rebuild your chan. Yeah, TikTok is kind of shady. I agree with that. Definitely, I definitely prefer YouTube. I mean, all these internet companies have some amount of shade to them, but at least YouTube is, well, at one point, an American company. I don't know how American anything is anymore, but that's beside the point. I like YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube. Been on YouTube for years. I trust them about as far as I could throw them, and since I can't lift them, that tells the whole story. Okay, we need a little bit more scrap metal now. And that's a little heavy because it's a little wet. What are we missing? Toolboxes? Yeah, we are tearing through them quickly, but I think I'm going to run out of bolts. Actually, I know I am. Long before I run out of toolboxes here. Okay, yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. Scrap metal. What are we missing? Bolts. There it is. I'm already out of bolts. I guess I'm going to the junkyard now. It really does happen fast. Alright, we'll put you back for now. Actually, let's repair this. I'll repair the chainsaw. Grab another one of these. Just keep things in good condition. You're gonna want them eventually. Chainsaw is only down 2%, but hey, it can be at 100, just like that. You go and scrap metal. Back away here, back away. This is... I suppose if this is my construction kit, I could probably just keep the tools I use in here, right? Just like that. And maybe even this? I don't know if I'll have room for all of it. We'll see. Okay. Oh, the old leapfrog shuffle right here. We're going to take that scrap metal box and bring it back to the junkyard, and we're going to top off on bolts and scrap metal. And it's going to be quite a bit of crafting, but I'm hoping to come out with several hundred bolts. That's my goal. And if I can manage that, I shouldn't need more for a while. But construction like this just goes through those materials. There's no two ways about it. Can't be avoided. Good work requires good materials. Scrap metal actually can stay there. We're going to move Mayhem 4 onto the wall here. Under the window is fine. I'm sorry, I said under the window is fine? Sheesh. You're a box, you need to listen to me, alright? Close you. Let's bring scrap metal to my truck. And change out our kits, because I'm not going into a combat zone like the junkyard wearing construction clothes. That would be mighty silly. I'm a lot of things, I'm not a silly guy. Maybe a little silly. Alright. Put the hat down here. Earmuffs. Jacket. Let's see. The shirt. 44 Magnum. And the holster. Look at that. We're going to run into Jenga problems, aren't we? Okay, is that... Nope, I still need to fit the pants in here somewhere. And the boots. Can I do that like this? I can fit the boots. Can I fit the pants? Oh, I know what I can do. I can do that. And now I can fit the pants. Right? Can't I? Oh, it's because they have stuff in them. I know what I'm doing. Sew and repair kit. Couple of rounds of ammo. Okay, you can go in here. Now I'm back in this position. What does one do when faced with such a trial? It's not that I don't have the space, it's that the space is in all the wrong places. Just want to fit a pair of pants in here. I suppose one thing I could do is try and use up this improvised kit. Of course, it's gonna do the wrong thing. There, yep, great. Repair. Repair. Come on, use it up. There we go. Now we've got room for pants. Boom. So that backpack is the whole kit now. Very, very nice. Grab my sword and my crossbow compound bow. Put on my shirt, my vest, my tactical pistol instead of my revolver, combat boots, and a helmet. And then we're going to keep this sewing kit in reserve, I guess. I don't know, I'm always afraid I'll forget it's there, so I just keep carrying it with me. Maybe not the best idea, maybe it is. But this kit is in good shape, so we're ready to roll. We've got the bag in our truck already. We could just go hit the road. I want to eat an MRE, and I clearly need to drink before I leave. Drink. Again, anyone interested in a free copy of Scum, go ahead and check the description here. There's a link to my Discord and instructions on how to sign up for that. I'll be giving it away at the beginning of the next month. That's a Friday the 1st. And that giveaway is thanks to Nico, who graciously donated the giveaway key to the stream. So thank you, Nico. We do appreciate that. Okay, raincoat collector's really kind of struggling. How do I wonder if I can repair these with a toolbox. I'm gonna check that before I leave, because they're in pretty poor condition. And they clearly don't get maintained when I do my base maintenance stuff. Okay. No. I wonder if they've been falling apart over time, or if they've just been that level of what do you call it, durability since they were crafted. Not sure. Oh, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna forget. Here we go. Grab an MRE. Oh, do you hear the hog? I don't know if that comes through on the stream or not. There's a hog over here to the northwest, west-northwest. Oh, aha. There's a couple other things I've been thinking about. Like, maybe fitting a sniper rifle in here somewhere. Just in case. I'm gonna look at that right now before I go. So we could move some of these things down like so. Right? Gas mask, bedroll, that stuff doesn't have to be at the top. It just needs to be here. Probably could have put the rifle down here too, to be fair. But I'm not going to. Grindstone. Couple rounds of ammo for the gun. Yeah, that looks like it might be enough room. I hope I can fit my Scar in that space. Let's go take a look. Let's grab the big gal and see if she fits. If she doesn't, well, I'll find a way, somehow or another. DMR, Scar. We've got our vampire scope on there. No battery in it, but I always have a battery on me, so that should be okay. The batteries decay over time, too. You can't just buy a battery and hold on to it forever. Which is why I like the smartphone batteries. Oh, it doesn't look like it's actually going to fit. Looks like it might be too fat. Well... let's go have a look. I could put it at the bottom, where I wasn't going to put it. And there should be room for it down there. Oh, it will, it will. Okay, cool. It does actually fit. Nice. Now I've got a weapon system ready to deploy. And see this, you can see time until empty right there. It just loses charge over time, so there's a temptation to leave this here, but I'm afraid if I do that, I won't think about it, and when I actually end up needing it, it's just going to be dead. So we'll keep that set aside for now. Hopefully I'll have a charged battery on me when the time comes that I actually need one. Okay, I think I'm ready to go now. I got a nice meal in me. I've got my sniper system ready to deploy. I've got my scrap metal chest for the road here. Truck is fully repaired, mostly fueled up. Yeah. Thank you, Hog. If I hadn't heard that hog screaming, I wouldn't have thought of a sniper rifle. But the idea did cross my mind to climb up on top of the base and try and get the guy from a distance. And so that was what I was thinking when I remembered the Scar. Off to the scrapyard then. We need bolts. And we'll top off the couple of bags that are there for us with scrap, so we can finish making our way around the perimeter. I think I got almost halfway, and I did spend a lot of the bolts that I created last time on toolboxes, so I've got a good feeling that if I can discipline myself enough to do a couple hundred bolts, like maybe 300 or 400, it'd be a lot of crafting, but it should last us a long time. That'd be, what is that, 30 or 40, so 15 or 20 rows of bolts in the chest, in the wardrobe. Hey, sounds good, man. Thanks for checking in, and we'll talk tomorrow. Definitely. Enjoy your dinner. We're gonna go northbound and hang our first right at the intersection up here. We'll drive past the gas station, past the brickyard, and then we'll cut through the woods to get to the junkyard. Pretty standard stuff at this point. Starting to learn the area pretty quickly here. Of course, I'm putting in my time, too. It doesn't just come to me. I have to spend a little while getting used to it. Hopefully it comes daylight soon, because I'm getting tired of looking at this green screen. Oh, that truck sounds nice, doesn't it? Who knew the apocalypse vehicles would sound so good? I always try to check for cars when I drive past that gas station, even if I don't have to stop. Sometimes they can spawn in the parking lot there. And, hey, if we could find one that close to the trader, that'd be a nice little cash boost for us. Now here's fingers crossed that we'll be the only ones at the junkyard. And there'll be some wheels there this time, because when I went earlier, there are almost no wheels to be found, and those are kind of my primary source of income, I would say. Between that and the medicine at the hospital, that's really where I get my money. So when I show up and somebody's already looted it, I start thinking, oh boy, I'm going to have a territorial dispute because I'm not the only person relying on this source of income now. Now, if that person is a friend of mine and they let me know, hey, I'm going to go hit that, or yeah, that was me hitting that, then there's no territorial dispute. But if it's just some stranger, I have to be ready for combat, knowing that there could be someone there trying to do what I'm trying to do. So we will be cautious entering this area right now. We're going to keep an eye out in the junkyard for other people's vehicles. I don't think I see anything at the moment. Alright, we are here for scrap, but we'll just see what this pile looks like. If there's good money here, we'll take it with us. If not, we're going to be on high alert most of the time. Okay, that looks good. And it doesn't mean that somebody won't show up now, since there's good reason for them to. They know that there's money to be made here, and they haven't been yet. But the fact that they're not here right now is good. Work our way around, checking all the individual peaks. I still haven't mapped out in my head exactly where each pile starts and ends. I have a vague idea, but I'm always afraid I'm going to miss a pile by accident, so I end up searching the same pile multiple times for the sake of thoroughness. Good, we got a decent number of Rager wheels already. That's the big money. And since this is my second time hitting this today, maybe we could end up with 15 or 20 of them. That would be great. Alright, eyes and ears open. We are listening for footsteps that sound like players. Right, the puppets limp, players don't. Players sprint and jog and walk at a regular pace. We're listening for that. We're listening for cars. We're looking for something that looks like a zombie but appears and disappears, because players kind of come and go depending on your line of sight. The way that the game works, when you're in third person, obviously you can see more than when you're in first person, but to keep it fair, the developers check your line of sight, and let's say there is a player on the other side of this machine here. Even though I can see around it in third person, I wouldn't be able to see them in first person, so their player model just disappears. Disappears right off the screen. And that's kind of a cool mechanic. I definitely like it. It makes it harder to see your enemies, but it makes it harder for your enemies to see you. Gassy. Pardon me. Excuse me. Really had to go there. I didn't realize. It just hit me all of a sudden. Sheesh. What a mess. We done? Come on, give me another Rager wheel. Let's go. How about one right here? Oh, score? Hey, look at that. No complaints. Sometimes things do work out just the way you want them to. Alright, that's some good cash right there. Very nice feeling. Now let's just go make bolts. It's really all we need to do here. Like I said, we'll top off our scrap collection, but it's not the priority. The priority is bolts. There's a couple different places you can do this. I kind of like this building because I think it's a little less obvious and a little bit safer from zombies. The south end of the scrapyard also has drill presses, but that's where everybody's going to go if they come here to loot, and the zombies seem to spawn a little bit more plentifully in that area. Mayhem. Whoa there, buddy. What gives? Okay, that's Mayhem 3, Scrap Metal 5, and 6. There we go. So let's see here. We've got some decisions. We're going to take our bow and set it aside, just like that. We put the gun on our back, and then we'll take, oh yeah, the sniper rifle changed the system up a little bit, didn't it? Huh. Let's see if we can, I don't think we're going to make any big difference here. Playing Tetris. Playing Tetris. Always good to have some backup food, backup antibiotics, right? If you have a truck, make it work for you. Do you like that, and then try and move this stuff up like so. Maybe I could even rock and roll a little bit harder like this. Okay, that makes a little bit more room. Actually, this probably should go like this and keep the food together to the extent that I can. I also don't really need 2 gas masks, but I like to have them. Grinding stone. We're gonna make room. We're gonna find it. I know there's room here somewhere. Okay, a little bit of lag in the inventory right now. That should do it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we've done it. Alright, where's my first empty backpack? Right here. Let's go hit the scrap piles. Very good stuff. You know, one of the things that's really nice about the junkyard is the quality of the scrap, which I know sounds funny, but if you look at this stuff, most of it's in pretty good shape. None of it's under 50%. Looks like right here at least, none of it's even under 60%. And so if you're crafting a recipe that requires good scrap, this is a good place to go, even if you only need a couple of pieces. As far as bolts, I don't think it matters what shape they're in. It might for certain recipes, but when I'm just making walls, they're fine, no matter what. As long as the bolts are there, the walls are good. Gotta remember to keep my awareness up here. Make sure I'm paying attention. That sample, the sound sample for that bird that chirps, it's a bit distracting because it has artifacts in it that sound like a truck rolling over gravel or like a different type of wind than the normal ambient wind sound. So sometimes when that comes on, it throws off my balance and I think there's something happening, something changing, and it's not, it's just a bird sample. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're just going to leave that on the ground. It's a little risky, but I think it'll be okay. If I turn out to be wrong, I'll have to pay to fix it. Really, the biggest loss, if somebody took that box, they'd have to pick open a gold lock to get a handful of scrap. The biggest loss to us would be all those backpacks, which are super handy. And they could be repurchased, but talk about a hassle. Oh my. Very expensive to repurchase all those, and I'm pretty sure none of those were purchased. They were all kind of found over time. Maybe one or two of them was purchased as an upgrade from a previous model, but yep. That represents tens of thousands of dollars worth of backpacks. Same with my number 5 box, which is where I keep all the items that I'm going to distribute into the base. I load those into backpacks. But sometimes when I run into a new player, I offer them one of those backpacks because I don't really need all of them. I just like having them. And a new player is going to make better use of a big backpack than I am going to make use of 10 big backpacks or whatever the number is. Oh, hi. I knew I heard him somewhere. There's another one. Let's get out of this. Come on. Where are you? Oh, not even coming at me. Ooh, that's a big pile. Get wrecked. I performed a little community service here earlier. Last time I came to the scrapyard to get scrap, there was a Volkswagen with no engine, so someone had already looted the lights off of it. I blasted it with the flamethrower. Now it's gone. And that means there's probably another one somewhere else on the map, and that one might actually have an engine. Hopefully someone can put that to use. That's another aspect of, as other teams get more geared up and into more advanced gameplay, we're going to start competing for these vehicles, because at this point we have as many as we need and then some. So when we find new vehicles, we take them straight to the trader and sell them. There's not a lot of competition for that sort of product at the moment, but there will be as time goes on. There just has to be. Can't leave cash like that laying around, right? If you had the option, the ability to sell a vehicle, why wouldn't you? You get between $14,000 and $20,000 each time. Really good money for pretty low effort if you have the right setup. Okay, these are all full. These are full. We've got 4 left we need to fill up, and then we're going to use 2 of them for crafting bolts, I think. I think that's what I'll do. So we're actually going to fill 3 and then use the 4th empty backpack for bolts. It's a bit of a process, but it's going to pay off. I know it will. The thing is, we had a ton of bolts when we started this base building project, and we had enough that we were kind of saying, wow, that's a lot. They're going to go a long way. Excellent. That'll make it easy. Still, I ran out faster than I expected. I really tore through those things. Of course, manually crafting them and then stacking them up to 10 means we get more in each space, because a lot of times those box of nails or box of bolts that you find, they have less than 20 in them when you find them. And so they take up the same amount of space as 2 stacks, but usually there's, let's say on average, like 13 in the box, maybe even less than that. So this way there will always be 20 in 2 spaces, or 10 in 1 space, if you want to look at it that way. Handcrafting has its benefits. It's a little easier to count what's actually at hand and how far it's going to go, and I won't have to right-click, remove bolts from box every time I want to use them for something. They'll already be in stacks that I can just grab and dump. Grab and dump. Oh yeah. It's going quick. Sometimes I feel like there should be more scrap here. I'm gonna be honest about that. How's my gear? I always feel like running across the metal like this is gonna tear up my boots faster than any other terrain might. I heard more zombies, maybe? Well, no worries. We'll just go back to the truck. If they come, they come. I will deal with them. That's a pretty good condition pipe right here. 61%. No complaints from this guy. Alright, so what are we going to do? We're going to fill up 2 more bags, I think. 1 and 2. And let's do this. Let's grab the number 5 box. Throw this pipe in here. Yeah, not a lot of room left in this bag. Gold lock. Metal saw. I did get some good stuff, didn't I? Uh-huh. Okay, scrap metal, box number 5. I'm doing that just to keep things in order. Scrap metal should be in the 4 position. 5 should be in the 5 position. So we'll do both of these bags at the same time here. Take this one in hand. And that way I don't have to come back to the truck. I should have been doing this from the start. It's kind of silly not to. Don't let these things deceive you. They're locked, but if you look in there, there's really nothing to gain from lock picking them as far as I can tell. You can waste a lot of lock picks trying to get into those little structures and you get nothing for it. A rag, let's see. We'll just, while we're here, Christmas ornament. Maybe we find a toolbox. Oh, 100 out of 100 toolbox. I would use that if I found it right now. I would use it on the walls. Yeah, it goes pretty quick. These scrap piles are nice. I'm sure anyone who plays this game wishes there was more loot all the time, but I've seen those high loot servers advertised in the server list, and I pass on them because I'd rather have the balance that the game developers intended, and I feel like the scarcity of loot makes it more valuable, right? It's more fun when you find something good, if it's hard to find that good item. If putting in all these hours would be meaningless if everybody could just come right into the game and start getting great loot right away. No problem. I already searched that. Looks like it. So yeah, I could complain when I'm out here doing this, saying, I wish it was easier to find the stuff I want to find, but that's not really the truth. I'm glad it's a little bit challenging, at least in some respects. Take in hand. There we go. It levels the playing field. Or unlevels it, actually. I don't really want a level playing field. I want people who are more skilled, who've spent more time in the game, who are more prepared. I want them to have an easier time at succeeding than people who just show up and don't really invest the time in learning the game or playing the game. You know, that's how you get trolls, when you make your game too easy and too accessible. It's one of the reasons I like these slower paced, longer form games. They lend themselves to less trolling. It still happens, of course. For example, the landmines on the roads into the trader cities, but it's definitely less common than in in other games where it's just fast-paced action and anybody can get after it. Come on now. Did I already search this pile? What's going on here? I must have. I don't remember being over here. I don't remember being over here. It's a little unsettling. Okay. That's these 2 bags filled. Let's go craft up some bolts. Hello? Excuse me. 1 for 1. You get 1 bolt for 1 piece of scrap. Which means I think I have 100 bolts in these 2 bags. Pretty sure that's how this works. 100 bolts is 10 stacks. It's not really all that much. This is going to be quite a bit of crafting. Give me a 40 out of 40. Okay. That's decent, actually. Box of nails, which I need bolts right now, but nails are cool too. Another pipe wrench. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back in for these things with an empty backpack. That was a poorly structured sentence. I'll have to come back with an empty backpack for these things. Give me those sardines, baby. I'll eat that. Hey, sick ground score, bruh. Okay. Let's get to work. And what I'll do here is drop all the scrap that I have, drop it on the ground, and that way I don't have to switch backpacks. I can just set the thing to go and let it go. And I'm going to need a bio break here, so I will take care of that while the character is auto-crafting. Backpack on the ground. Another backpack on the ground. Actually, I could probably put these things that I want to keep. Alright, well, that's not going to fit, is it? It's a whole drill press into this backpack. I just have to remember to empty the backpack into my truck, because this is a scrap bag. It's not meant for my personal things. This one I don't have to empty, right? I can just craft right out of it. So here we go. This should end up being about 100 bolts. I'm going to let this go for a minute. I'll be right back to jabberjaw in your ear a little bit more. Just give me one moment. It's always a little risky walking away in an area where a zombie could pop in and just start crushing me, but that didn't happen this time, and I'm happy for it. How are we doing here? Maybe halfway through or so? And I'm looking at this backpack on the ground. It's going to need repairs. So I'll definitely handle that as soon as we're done with this little crafting session right now. Oh, it's going to be a good feeling having a couple 100 bolts at hand. I'm just going to keep crafting them until I get super bored or somebody starts complaining. Even then, I might keep going a little bit past that point, because If I gave up on things every time I got bored, I'd get nothing done. Let's look at this recipe for... Where is it here? The door key. It's not any of this. Door accessories. Remote door key. A short-range transmitter used to remotely interact with a door sensor. So this requires... The only thing that it requires that I don't have is electrician tools, and it's 5. Details, this is 15, so we're going to need 20 altogether. I actually do have that, now that I'm thinking about it. I actually do have that. I might put this together when I get back to base. I might put that together and try it. It could save me a little bit of a hassle. A little bit of a headache gone. It also might not make a bit of difference, but, you know, man must try. Okay, almost done now. There we go. Let's repair the bag. And then start dragging bolts into a pile. Ooh, do I have to... wait. Oh, it's exhaustion. I thought that was bladder full, but it's just tired from all the crafting. Yeah, look at that. Stamina went all the way down to 0. And we're losing weight again. I swear this character goes through food so fast. It's just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. I want to remind everyone, if you're interested in the giveaway, a free copy of Scum donated by Nico. The thing to do is check the description for the link to my Discord. There's a channel in Discord called Giveaway, and that exists just for this particular giveaway. The instructions are there. Basically, I ask that you write up why you think you might like to play some Scum, tell me about other similar games that you've played in the past, and then in a couple of weeks, the 1st of March to be precise, I will pick a winner from those stories, and if that person so desires, I would be more than happy to play the game with them also. We could set up a little private server and play together, and I'd help you learn the ropes and get going, and we'd do that in a sort of PvE situation. Or if you wanted to, we could do it on a public server like this. So that's what's going on right now. Again, thanks to Nico for this opportunity. There's nothing I could be more excited about, to be honest with you. Scum's such a great game. I think more people should play it. It's definitely more popular in Europe, and I think Americans are just missing out. Absolutely missing out. There should be 2 rows of 5. Look at that. Take this in hand. Gotta remember we've got stuff in one of these backpacks that needs to be distributed into my number 5 box. I'm gonna do that straight away. Wrong. That box. Oh, this might not be a problem, actually. I don't think he can get in. Oh, that's got some stuff in it, huh? Oh, it's got bolts in it. Cool. Okay, Mayhem 5 goes back in, and then we're going to grab our scrap box. This is an empty backpack. This is an empty backpack. And we'll put the bolts backpack in here. So I want to wear this one. There we go. Now we're going to go fill up these 2, and we'll make another 100 bolts. Oh, this guy, he's just not happy right now, is he? There, we'll put him out of his misery. I hate to see him suffer like that. Hello? Scrap metal? Are you there? Scrap metal? Hello? I know there's some right here. Oh yeah, look at that. Couple pieces. This scrap metal. And more here. Thrilling gameplay loops. Yeah, I do sort of wish sometimes that there were more puppets in the official version of the game. Seems a little unintimidating, right? We can kind of just run around with impunity. Once in a while, we have to drop the bag in our hand to swing the sword, and then it's kind of all over. Now, that also has to do with where I am in the game. Before I had the sword, when I was still using a metal or even the wooden spear, a single zombie was something to contend with, and then two zombies was downright trouble. An act of great balance. So, yeah, I shouldn't discount the fact that I have a sword, and the sword makes zombie slaying basically trivial. Kind of hurts me leaving that gunpowder behind, but I feel like I need to focus right now. Ooh, a rager wheel. And a lock. You're killing me, Smalls. I'm going to put this on the ground, and I'm going to try to remember to come back for it later. Why... Why can't I move that? That's so weird. Okay. Moving on. Get all the scrap that I can out of here. Maybe I'll find another couple of rager wheels. Those are good cash money. And with the amount of wheels that I have on me now, look at that. There's another one. It would probably pay for me to go to the trader before I head back home and keep working on construction. It's nice to have cash in the account. We need to switch backpacks here. Take in hand. Boom. Boom. It's probably scrap building up in all kinds of places it doesn't belong. There we go. That was funny. That made some sounds in just one ear. Not a big fan of that. Another wheel. Oh yeah, we're definitely coming back for these. My goodness. That's 3 right there. That's 4,500 bucks. 47. Silver lock. Yeah, I'm taking that. The irons I'll leave behind right now. Scrap metal's what I'm here for. Gunpowder is really hard to walk away from. I know at some point I'm going to wish I had more of that, and I just hope I don't remember these moments. But it would only serve to slow me down right now. Got him! Okay, back to what I was doing before I was so rudely interrupted. Where did I leave off? Scrap? Talking about gunpowder? Hoping I didn't wish I have it someday. Yeah, lead plates, same thing. Always need more of those two. I just can't divide my attention right now. These are things that I can come looking for once our base is finished. But right now, I'll set the wheels aside for the Rager because they are so darn valuable, directly valuable. but the rest of this, nah. I don't think I'm going to dump all the scrap on the ground this time. I think I'll just switch backpacks once I finish with one of them. It'll be easier. And I got to remember to consolidate the bolts into that blue bag. Should be easy enough to do. This is how you get ahead in a game, right? You put in the time doing the stuff that nobody else wants to do, and that gives you a bit of an advantage over your, well, I don't like to think of people as opponents, but this is definitely a PvP game, so when it comes time, if we have the best walls and the best base and the most protection, we'll be the safest and best prepared. And it takes time doing this sort of work, and it's not exactly thrilling, but I don't know, I enjoy it, just because I know it's going to set me apart from everyone else. Alright, this is going to be another 100. That puts us at 200 bolts. I don't remember how many were being used at a time on the walls there. I know it was quite a few. So I don't really know how many I need exactly. Just a lot. That's my goal, is a lot. I think we'll do this one more time. We'll try and get 300 bolts, and then I will take and fill up the backpacks. And we'll have all the scrap plus 300 bolts. That should work out pretty well. I hear a drone out there. I wonder if it's probably mine, right? Probably? Almost definitely. Looks like it's going to be daylight soon, so we'll be able to get out of this silly green screen. This doggone night vision. Back to it. Autocraft, baby. This does nothing for my strength, nothing for my constitution, but it's using up my stamina. How does that work? This should definitely help. Wow. Losing a lot of weight. At some point here, I'm going to find out what it means to be dangerously low on body fat reserves. What is my overall body weight? 90.5 kilograms? I wonder if that includes what I'm carrying. Or if that's just my... looks like it's just my weight. So that seems awfully heavy for a female character, right? Especially one who's at 20% body fat. Am I mistaken? Maybe it's my muscle mass. It's pretty high, maybe. I do have a fairly high strength. I don't know. Oh, we've got all the bolts now. Look at this. These are numbers 200 here. We're definitely going to do one more set of 100. I think 300 is going to be pretty serious. That's, what, 30 individual stacks? That's almost a backpack full. And it's still not going to be enough, I'll guarantee it. But we used 4 stacks to make the toolboxes that we're currently going through. So it does proportionally make sense that 300 would be fairly significant in comparison with how much we've had going into this. Ooh, I'm gassed right now. Nothing but breathing at the moment. It's hard work, isn't it, making all these bolts? You wouldn't think of it that way, but apparently it is. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna sell in between here at the end of this crafting experience, just for the kind of dopamine hit that sense of real progress. So I know that this is progress, but it doesn't feel like progress. Feels like just plain old labor. I want to see that account balance go up. That'll be good. I'm trying to keep the doors closed here in case somebody does come by. I don't want to alert them to my presence right away. I'd like them to probably think that nothing's happening and then give away their position first so I can be ready to ambush them if that's what is required. I'll probably send out a sneaky message in chat, something in global like, hey, I'm going to the scrapyard. Does anyone want to meet there? And then if it's somebody I know, they'll probably say something to let me know that it's them, and hopefully we won't have a uh, tenuous encounter. And if it's not somebody I know, they'll say nothing or they'll be friendly, and I'll have to decide how I'm going to act at that point. That said, random encounters haven't been super common on this server, and I feel like the junkyard's one of these more high-level loot places. Even though it's just junk, you don't really need junkyard levels of scrap until you're building a significant base. Ooh, oh no, I thought for a second there, I thought that was going to be food. Alright, I searched this already, right? And what then? Started going up this way maybe? Or was that the end of it? I didn't search this yet. Yeah, we're going to go up this way now. Another iron lock. I have to remember that these wheels are out here waiting for me. Easy to forget that. Broadhead metal arrow in really poor condition. I'm just going to leave that behind. This is hardest, leaving behind nylon line. I've started buying sewing kits, so it makes it a little bit easier. But still, sewing kits, crafting them, really nice thing to have available. Keep your gear from falling apart on you. And those nylon lines are a lot more common to find than thread is. Thread is pretty darn rare. You gotta go through a lot of houses to find enough thread for a sewing kit. Yeah, these car piles shouldn't be ignored. If you're here looking for scrap, there's tons of it in these cars. I'm going to leave that pipe wrench. I already got a couple from here. We've got plenty back at base. I'm repairing them as I go. That one's not really worth taking. It's just in pretty bad condition. I don't think I'd benefit much from bringing it with me. Here we go. There's some good scrap. Is anybody paying attention to if any of this is below 60% quality? I'm not really keeping that tight of an eye on it, but I think the scrap in these car piles is just as good as the scrap in the scrap piles. It's as if all junkyard scrap is just a cut above. What? No, 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 no. That was incorrect. I started cutting instead of searching. Happens to the best of us from time to time. We'll run this row here. And then whatever we find, we'll craft down into bolts and we'll call that done. Even if it's not quite 2 full bags. I think it will be, though, by the time I come back up the other side. I'll probably fill up this bag also. 40%. I'm going to leave that behind. We've got enough smartphone batteries I'm going to start being very discriminating. Like 70 plus is going to be my minimum. Take this out and just use it right on the spot here. Use it up. One use left. What should I do with that? Here. We'll do this. There. We got a percentage point out of it. Not great, but better than nothing, which is what I had going into it, so. A little repair is better than no repair, right? Ooh, a gold lock. I'll take it. I'll take it, I say. Do you have scrap? Good sir, you sure do. Little bit more here. Might as well have a smoke while we're doing this work. This is the kind of work that really demands a cigarette, I would say. Digging through a junkyard looking for scrap metal. If ever there were smoking type work, it would be this. Silver lock. We're doing pretty good on locks here, huh? There we go. 2 more pieces of scrap, and we're going to go back to crafting bolts here. There they are. Let's go back. There's another couple of rows of cars that could be searched through. There's more piles, too, so hopefully I can top off these 2 bags with scrap that I won't craft into bolts just to have the scrap filled up when I go back to base. Doggone, homie. Leave me alone. Why would you want this smoke? You know I'm nothing but trouble. Hey, my mama told you. Come on. Come on. Okay. Crafting. Bolts. I really need to eat more. I'm still losing weight. I thought I'd eaten enough, but I think probably what's happening is the amount of exercise I'm getting from carrying around 50 plus kilograms of weight, and then the other backpack also, so however much that is, 16 more, basically 70 kilograms on my back, and then the fact that I weigh 90, yeah, I think it's all just adding up to a bunch of calories burned. My burn rate's 466 right now, and this, I guess this is pretty intense activity doing this crafting, because it's burning up my stamina, right? So these things all combine together to an insane food burn rate. And now I'm totally empty here. Which is interesting, it's not showing hunger, but I guess that's because this is still above 50%. Tons of detail in this game. It's nice having this strength, though, it really is. Gives you that extra carry weight that you really need. So my exhaustion's recovering right now, because even though this activity is reducing my stamina, it's not exhausting to do, I guess. Doesn't exactly make sense to me, but I don't make the rules, I just follow them. You know what I mean? I'm here to play the game, not build the game. Okay. Let's switch bags and get right back to it. There's no giving up right now. The reason I like to do this here at the scrapyard, obviously there's a couple of reasons, right? The first is because the scrap's available, so it's way easier to just do it here on site. But the other thing is these drill presses do not lose durability as you use them, whereas if I were doing this back at home, I'd have to stop constantly to repair my workbench so that it doesn't disintegrate to the point of disappearing. I've broken a workbench before. They're not a lot of fun to have to replace. Let me tell you that right now. So yeah, when I'm here, I just do this on site. And it's a little bit risky because I'm somewhat exposed, right? You can hear the drone outside beeping away, letting people know I'm here. But I don't use up any durability. I don't have to stop. I don't have to waste my repair kits. It's just a lot quicker as far as the process itself goes. And this is our last batch. This will be 300 bolts that we're bringing back to base. I think that's going to go a good long ways to getting us built. It should at least finish up the walls at this stage and move into the next stage, hopefully. Now that the whole interior of the base is up to metal, we're going to just focus walls, get them up to brick and then concrete, and then we'll start working at the inside of the base. But having those good strong walls that'll be hard to blast down, that's crucial. Okay, 3 more. Come on, baby. Come on, you got this. There we go. Breathe deep. You're all done. That's good for your heart. Good cardio. No complaints, right? Doing good work. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Startles me every time. Looking for 10 more stacks here. 10 more stacks. That cigarette butt's gonna get in my way. I can tell already. I'm gonna have to skip over it somehow. Does that work? Ooh, that works. Okay. And there we go. 10 more stacks. Take in hand. Let's go gather up those Rager wheels. I'm gonna eat too. I'm gonna eat like 2 MREs in a row here. Some flour. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do a lot of it, whatever it is. Let's see, blue backpack. Nope, this blue backpack right here. That's got the bolts in it. And we diggity 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 dump, dump, dump. Look at that. 10, let's see, this is 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300 bolts. 6, no, what's that? 30 stacks. 6 rows of 5. Math, I'm telling you. Okay, we're not quite done though, are we? Not quite done. We need to finish filling these 2 bags with scraps so that we're not going home with an incomplete scrap box. That would be tragic. It would be uncustomary, inconsiderate, and unlike me. I like to finish what I've started. We'll eat soon. Just keep breathing. It's gonna be okay. It's nice to be finding all these locks. Since we've gotten the base upgraded, there's more lock slots on the doors. Makes a big difference if you can have those extra locks on there. That combined with lockpicking protection, you can really do some damage to your enemies. And that's one of the benefits of me having this high fame too. On the flip side, when we go and raid player bases, I've got a ton of fame points I can spend on lockpicking without really hurting myself at all. There we go. Definitely gonna scrap out these vehicles, aren't we? More broadhead metal arrows. That's not even a broadhead, that's just a metal. Basically junk. Hey, junk. Now, these have almost as much scrap as a whole big pile. How does that make sense? There we go. I guess it's kind of a gameplay balance thing, right? If you hand out the scrap too easily, there's really no barrier to entry on scrap. We could bring multiple boxes full of backpacks in several different trucks. If there were enough scrap here, we would find a way to get it all. And that's kind of the thing about games like this is if there's a will, there's a way, and people will go to great lengths to min-max different categories of gameplay. So I kind of understand the restrictions in that sense. You don't want to make it too easy on people because then they'll just take advantage of the system. And rightly so. I mean, that's the point. In a sandbox game, you want to take advantage of every mechanic you can to get as far ahead as possible to make your progression faster and easier. What do we have in here? Anything good today? It's going to have to be pretty good. That's a whole stack of crossbow bolts? No, thank you. Who uses a crossbow? You gotta be kidding me. Junk. Nothing but junk. Rotten chips, crossbow bolts. Sheesh. We could do better than that. Come on, Junkyard. Step up your game. I'm looking for Rager wheels. That's what I want. More of those sweet, sweet Rager wheels. Anything in these boxes? No, they're all empty. This guy's got some iron lock. Never mind. You're a piece of junk. Hey, good scrap. Let's go. Rubber band at 11%. I'd rather not. Thanks for the offer, though. Okay, advanced lockpick. Even if it's just one, that's exciting for me. See, what would I drop to have this? Nothing, because I've got good stuff also. So we're just going to sacrifice one piece of scrap to bring that advanced lockpick back to base. I have made it a quest to open up all of the locked boxes at our base. And so far, I'm on a bit of a roll. I got 2 or 3 of them open yesterday. And I even lockpicked our 4-door car, which was taken from an enemy base. Decaying enemy base. They aren't using it anymore. They're not on the server at this point. So I don't feel bad about stealing it. But yeah, I lockpicked it open and we took it. We traded one of our 2-doors for it, essentially. We went and sold the 2-door so we could keep the 4-door guilt-free. There we go. That's the kind of scrap we need right there. I gotta get back to the truck because I am starving and thirsty. I swear my food is going away really fast. Is that just in my head or what? There we go. Done. Let's go. We need food. We need water. We're on the verge of death here. I'm gonna starve. Oh my god. Actually, I'll probably die of dehydration before I starve. Look at that thing go. 28%. Relentless. Relentless. This server is getting more and more activity here. I think having consistent players playing on it is drawing in the kind of weekend warrior crowds, the more casual people who are looking for those potential interactions. There we go. Keep that bolt bag separate from the rest. And then we're going to open up number 5. Oh, wait. That's number 3 again. Number 4. I think this was the bag. Yeah, we want these things here. And number 5. Very nice. Advanced lockpicks go over here. This shovel, I'll tell you what. It's probably not worth me keeping that around anymore. I had some ideas for it that really haven't panned out as we go forward in this game. I don't know that I'm really benefiting from keeping it on hand. It's just taking up space. Was that it? No, there's another one here somewhere, right? Because this is the one that I keep. And as a matter of fact, oh, that's full. Pop you in there. I want to keep one enforced lock on me. The rest of these should really go into the base where we can put them on doors. The more we have, the more protected we are. There you go. That's the way. Uh-huh, uh-huh. That's the way I like it. Okay, we're gonna eat. We're gonna eat lots right now. We're gonna fill our stomach right up. It doesn't matter if I get a little tired. I'm gonna drive. I'm gonna go do some selling at the trader. Easy activities. I don't care about it. I need to get food in my system. Get in my belly. 28, 30%. Yeah, what are we gonna be? 40% when this is all the way in? Perfect. Eat all. We'll eat some wheat flour. We're going to take this cereal into our inventory so we can avoid that situation moving forward. If I have it on me, I'll eat it as I go. There. That's a move. Chocolate flour, MRE. That should bring us back up. Now let's drink a little bit. Oh, another silver lock that I missed. Sheesh. Just there. Thank you. Let's hit these with the repair. Everything else looks like it's in pretty good shape. Just grab my backpack. Dump some things in it. Still got my quiver. Yeah, we're looking good. There. Gas masks are together. Tactical jacket's right there. This guy could probably move up a little bit. And then this stuff, I could stash alongside of it. That didn't work at all. Where did you go? Down here, thank you very much. Okay. I've got my gun back in position. I've got my bow on my back. I am fed, and my intake calories are rising. My burn rate is low, my intake is high. Water's going back up. I'm going to urinate before we leave. We need to get the wheels that I set aside from the car piles because that's cash sitting on the ground. I'm not going to leave it behind. Then we'll go hit the trader. Then we'll go back to base. For what I thought was going to be a building stream, I sure have gotten very little done. Very, very little. I'm going to try and make this quick because I feel a bit exposed here. Like I said, this isn't a place where you expect to find newer players, but it's the more advanced players who are more of a threat, right? Mayhem 2. Oh, there's one right there. I gotta get that one by hand. Can't fit the truck in. Mayhem 2. Now, where's the other one? I'll just get it by hand anyway. Probably be easier on foot. Maybe not. Oh, rude. Sheesh. Do you see that guy hit me in the face? What's wrong with him? Not how you treat a lady. I don't care if she is wearing night vision and an armor vest. You shouldn't be hitting her in the face. My great goodness. You shouldn't hit her anywhere. I don't care if it's the face or the belly or the kneecap. Don't hit ladies. No wonder he ended up a zombie. He probably deserved it if that's how he treats women. Alright, let's get out of here. I've had enough of this junkyard. What? Why? Why would you think that's what I wanted to do? You hear the engine running, don't you? Get in. There we go. Much better. Let's go sell this stuff. We've got a good number of wheels on us. I bet we've got, if I had to guess, maybe $15,000, $16,000 worth of wheels, so that would put us around 90K, a little over. Hopefully. Let's get there and find out. I'm not counting my eggs before they hatch. Cruising 143 kph. This truck really moves. I'm gonna buy more MREs with the money that I get because I'm still feeling like I'm eating them too quickly, and I have to have enough in reserve so I can get past that feeling. I need to be able to bulk up a little bit, and I think MREs are a good way to do it. Maybe I'll buy a biltong too. It's pretty cheap. It's a lot of protein. And when I first started on this server, biltong and broccoli was my main food groups. I would buy a biltong for 400 bucks. It seemed like so much at the time, but it would give you 10 servings of protein. And then 2 or 4 broccoli depending on how much money I had. And then I would eat 1 or 2 or 3 servings of the biltong and 2 pieces of broccoli at a time. And that broccoli would bring up my micronutrients, and the biltong would give me the calories and the protein that I needed. And it was a fairly inexpensive way to get myself stable. And since then, I really haven't eaten much biltong because now that I have money and a base, I'm not really min-maxing my food. I kind of just eat whatever's available. You know, tuna, MRE, cereal, and that's actually still useful. I've got that box of cornflakes because vitamin D is a bit hard to find. Milk, cream, those things will give you vitamin D when you need it. But you can buy cornflakes from the trader, and it also has vitamin D in it. So a couple boxes of cornflakes over a day or two will keep your vitamin D topped right off. And that's why I still buy it from time to time. You know, we have some milk back at base, but I don't want to take a milk jug. I want to keep it there for everybody to kind of draw on when they need it. I don't know how much everybody pays attention to micronutrients. I mean, I certainly don't until I see some are depleted, and then I worry about it at that point. But the MREs do appear to have a pretty broad spectrum of vitamins built into them, which makes them quite valuable. I don't remember how much they were. I think a little over 500 each. And yeah, it's kind of a lot of money, but you can get 10 for 5 grand, maybe 6 grand. And then that'll help me bulk up. I think it's worth spending the money. What do we want to do here? We want to go a little bit southwest. We want to go south and a little bit west. Yep, I avoid these roads like they are the plague, man. I'm so tired of getting blown up by random landmines. I'd rather damage the truck going off-road than get killed by a landmine going on-road. Although it's been a while, it's been a couple of weeks since the last incident. That said, the reason I got blown up by landmines most recently was because I said the same thing. Ah, it's been a while, I could probably start using these trader roads again. Yeah, I was wrong. Very wrong. I got hit by 3. 1 in the car, 1 going back to the car, and then 1 when I got back into the car for the 3rd time and went forward and boom. Blew me up. Somebody really figured out how to troll us right there. And I was looking around thinking, that guy's got to be just standing around planting landmines, watching me get blown up and having the time of his life. But looking back on it, knowing the player count on the server at the time, I don't think that was the case. I think he legitimately just put 3 landmines all right next to each other and figured it would really ruin somebody's day. And boy, was he ever right. Alright, let's see what we have here for cash.
Either buy or
Oh, I'm not going to do either. I'm not buying, I'm not getting lost. I'm going to stay, and I'm going to sell. You're welcome, sir. I support your business, Victor. Victor. Alright. He's going to smoke in here. So am I. So for anyone who hasn't seen this, this is my process. I pull out all the wheels that are not Rager wheels and just dump them on the ground. You want to make sure there's nobody around, or at least hope that if there is, they're going to be honest and not sell all your stuff, because they could. This is what I do here, and then we'll do that with box number 2. We got more. Just like that. That's not a Rager wheel. Boom. Put you away. And then we go and sell anything that he will buy here, except the truck. We don't want to sell him that. Definitely need my truck. It's got everything I care about in it, more or less.
if you want
So
to
these
buy
junky
that,
wheels all add up to 2,400 bucks. Some people would argue it's not worth grabbing them because they sell for so little, but when you add them all up, and considering that I have the space to carry them, 2,400 is a pretty good deal. That's going to buy a lot of my MREs. Here we go. We're in excess now. That's a good feeling. Alright, so now there's the next step. And this step is arguably a little bit more dangerous in the sense that somebody could sell these things out from under me, just because it's so much more time consuming. But I'm going to take all these Rager wheels out, put them on the ground, and then I'll jack up the Rager and use it to repair these wheels on, so I can get top price for them. Incorrect. That's what I want you to do right there. And if you don't have a couple of spare wheels on hand, I recommend you keep some, because they do come in handy. You can lose wheels while you're out there traveling through the woods and such. Alright, let's fix up this lock here. Add it, remove it, and it's 100%. Boom, just like that. Now we grab our truck repair box, aka number 6, and a couple of repair kits. Put that away. Boom. Service on car jack. Remove this wheel. Glad to see it's not damaged at all, and if I find just the right spot, I don't even have to move in order to do this. I can right-click install. I'm going to force this one to use first by putting it in my hands. Repair. And then remove. And repeat. That's the whole process. And it is well worth it. One of these kits costs $2,300 to buy from this guy. And you can use it 10 times, so 10 different wheels. And by the end of it, you get so much more money than you would have if you just sold these wheels at unrepaired status, whatever that is. Repair. Remove. So we already got, what was it, 2,400 bucks from the couple of wheels we had laying around. Let's see how much we get from all these combined. It's going to be a whole bunch. We've got a lot of Rager wheels from this trip. What a good feeling. I'm probably going to end up buying a couple of repair kits, though. I think we're going to go through more than one here. I would just about guarantee it. Because I'm also going to repair the chassis and everything before I drive off. Might as well do that while I have it up on the jack. We're cranking right along. How many is this? I think we're looking at 16 or 17 wheels. This might be the most I've sold all at once. Again, this is 2 trips plus searching through the car piles also. Repair. Oh, I'm losing my rhythm there. Gotta maintain focus. Doesn't have to be a lot of focus, but you have to have enough to do the thing you're trying to do. I'm always afraid I'll sell one that I don't mean to. I'll sell them all and then I won't have a wheel to drive back with. That's part of the reason I keep spares in the truck. So when I'm doing this, I know eventually I'll probably make that mistake. So yeah, I could lose one in the woods, but I could also just sell one right off the truck and mess myself up. Okay, that's the end of that kit. We gotta pull out box number 6, grab another kit. We're definitely gonna buy 2 or 3 kits here just so we can have them in the truck. I could go looking for them, but with the amount of money we're gonna make right now, it's a justifiable expense. And it's just the sort of thing you want to make sure you have on you, because if you run into a couple of trees hard enough, you're going to need repairs right away, or else you risk losing your truck or important parts of the truck. Nobody wants to be in that situation. Roadside repairs are no big deal if you're prepared for them. And with that in mind, I'm not sure I like this number 6 box. It does give me more room in the truck overall, but it was kind of nice having my truck repair things right at the bottom of the truck inventory, easily accessible. So it's a catch-22 in that sense. Alright, we're going to stop right there. Let's repair everything that we can. The hood, the bumper. Did the tailgate need some? Surprisingly, the wheels are fine. Usually the front wheels take a little bit of damage. In this case, they seem to not have. Alright, 2,400 plus all of these. That's a lot of wheels. Oh, and he's selling at the right price right now. This is a high, $14.57. We're getting a couple hundred extra bucks from each wheel. Like 180-ish. Compared to the usual price anyway.
If you want me to buy that, you
Look at
better
that.
give me good
That's
guts.
crazy money. I wasn't expecting all of that. That puts us at 27, basically 28,000 from one trip. Yeah, I'm definitely buying some extra repair kits. For sure. Buy,
Prices are not
tools, repair. Let's just get 4. It's gonna be 8 grand, but we're over 100,000 right now. No harm, no foul. Very nice. Thank you, sir, for everything. I will be back. When you're paying prices like that, how could I say no? Alright, let's try and keep things organized and neat looking, because that matters to me a little bit. There we go. And there we go. And I think that's pretty much everything. What else was I going to do here? MREs, right? Get some MREs.
Welcome, welcome. Feel free to. Here's what I've got. Let's see what you have.
Let's get some cornflakes too. 260. Wow, everything's a really good price right now. That is cheaper than usual. Okay, I'm gonna drive over to the MRE guy, the armory, with where it is. It's easy enough to just drive to it, and I'm gonna leave from that point anyway. So it'd be kind of ridiculous to run there and then run back and then drive past it. Nice, we got a fully repaired truck. We've got 4 boxes of cornflakes. We're about to have 10 more MREs. And we're still coming out of this probably $18,000 ahead. Something like that, in the neighborhood of that. Maybe? We spent how much? I don't know. 8,000, yeah. So, quite a bit anyway. I wasn't keeping enough track, let's be honest. We're going to do cheeseburger this time. Sheesh. Thank you, sir. Close this door for him. Let's eat one of these right now. Let's see what we can do. Maybe we can get up to 200% on our energy reserves. We need it right now. Losing weight like a mad thing. 101% water. I think there's a fair bit of water content in these MREs. Does it say? Yeah, there's a fair bit. I don't know, I guess that's microliters. So, it's definitely not megaliters, right? I don't think that's a thing, is it? Megaliters? I'm just joking. Of course it is. Okay. I actually might have more food than I can justifiably fit, so we're going to start stashing some low here, which is not normally what I like to do, but I'll organize the truck one of these days. Probably not. Cool. That is a lot of backup food, which is nice not only for me putting on weight, but also so I can help my buddies. When they need food, there's something in my truck, just go grab it. Plus I cooked up 10 pork steaks earlier, so there's, I don't know, probably 8 or 9 still in the fridge, because I definitely ate at least one. Yeah, and the base upgrades. We've been doing good things for our friends. What do I want to do? I want to go a little bit northeast here, right? I don't know. It's easier for me getting in here than leaving. Only thing I know for sure is that these roads are lava. I do not step on them. Oh, I should have bought an electrical repair kit so I could make those remote door keys that I wanted to make. That's alright. Another time. If it stays on my mind, I will definitely do it eventually. Or maybe I'll forget about it and it wasn't that important to me in the long run. Okay, there's the road up ahead. We're doing pretty good here. We go kind of right around this ledgy bit and get back to base. Oh, more ledge right there. Try not to bust a tire on that, huh? There we go. Feels good, man. Almost 90 grand still in the bank. 10 more MREs, 4 more boxes of cereal, 3 or 4 extra repair kits, and a bunch of bolts and scrap metal for construction purposes. We're killing it right now. Absolutely killing it. Now the trick is for me to remember where I'm supposed to turn off on this road. I think that was it, actually. Okay. I'm gonna go for the woodsy entrance rather than the road kind of entrance up here. Which is, oh, due west, a little north of west. Lots of rocks right there. Had to stop. I don't like to stop when I'm going through the woods because it's kind of a challenge to plot a good course, but sometimes what you think is going to work just doesn't turn out to do so. This looks like our clearing, doesn't it? So will I see our base? That is the question. Yes, I do. Alright, I'm gonna park here. I need to take a bio break. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Okay, let's put these new bolts to use, shall we? You can see how a remote door opener would be nice, can't you? I wish there was a way to remove bushes permanently, like inside a flag radius, so we could clear this out, because that's kind of annoying. It doesn't really make a functional problem for me, but it's just a little bit annoying having to park in a bush. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at all the space in this garage. We got 7 vehicles in here and there's still room for more. Hypothetically, we don't need any more. There we go. And we're gonna pull our scrap box out, which was in the number 4 position. We also need to switch into our construction clothes, huh? since they have all the construction goodies already in that bag and ready to go, let's just do that right off the rip here. What's missing? The scar. The scar. I know that. Okay. Backpack. Helmet. Quiver. Boots. Could probably set the night vision aside for the time being. We don't need our combat scarf. Yeah, a little chilly, is it? You'll be alright. You'll be alright, tough guy. Set our pistol aside. Tactical vest. There we go. We're down to bare bones, and we're going to equip you like this. Helmet, boots, earmuffs, a shirt, gloves, the whole everything. It's the entire kit. Oh, look at this. I forgot something, didn't I? Sewing kit can go right there, that's fine. Put this down in the pants. You go on the back. Pipe wrench stays right where it is, and we need a shotgun just in case, right? Just in case. I really hope it doesn't come down to it because shotgun's not all that useful when the stuff actually hits the fan, but here we go. At least we're some kind of prepared, right? Okay. Toolkits are down in the garage, toolboxes, whatever you call them. Scrap metal, bolts. I really think that's all I need right now. I'm banking on it. Okay, let's close up this door so we can leave at least one of them open for now. Oh, I suppose I could do these repairs from the inside, but nah. I'm gonna go around the perimeter. I gotta be honest with myself, I'm not even gonna leave this open. It's not the kind of guy I am. Might be shorter going this way, as a matter of fact. I think that's the way I came in. Where is this blueprint? It's up ahead. Let's get these walls built, baby. Ooh, I can't wait to finish with this round of construction so that we can move on to brick. We've got some bricks set aside already. We've got a river just down the way, so we can fill up a couple of jerry cans for setting the mortar with. I mean, we're in pretty good shape here. We are ready for this construction. Come on, you got this. Yeah, there we go. Makes quick work of these bushes. Just get out of my way. I don't want you in my view. Thank you. I like to see the work that I'm doing. Very, very good. Okay, what do we need here? We need just bolts. Just bolts. So we're going to grab our bolt backpack, chuck it on the ground, and let's just grab a few stacks right out the gate here. Do that. Bolt backpack is going to stay down here if I have anything to say of it. And then we can load up with scrap metal too. Probably shouldn't even do this. This isn't my method. Why am I doing this? Just take that in hand. And then we need some toolboxes, which is why I don't do the scrap metal thing there. There we go. Yep, that's what happens. Doesn't even end up helping. Oh, we need another toolbox. That is the biggest hustle here. Getting these toolboxes. Look at, we're almost burned through them all. Scrap metal. Backpack. There we go. And we need our scrap, which I don't think we're going to have enough of. So we'll move on to the next backpack. And around the corner we go. Take in hand. Let's just move away from those so we can clear the inventory out of our view. Rocking and rolling. This goes quick once you have all the materials gathered, right? Nope, wrong button. That's what we wanted. Keep an eye on this wrench. I don't want to forget that. Okay, we move these forward now. Oh, it's nice having a construction kit. Genuinely. Bring these forward a couple of stages, actually. See if that maybe makes the process a little smoother. Oh, toolboxes. Chewing right through them. Using more than a toolbox for each section of wall, each full section of wall. Scrap metal. And there we go. Only a couple more sections, and then I'll have to go inside the walls and look around in there. I think these are mostly just perimeter walls, but there's definitely a couple of sections that are interior. I know that for sure. Oh, shoot. How has that not been upgraded yet? Okay, I need nails, planks. Oh my goodness. Barbed wire, nails, and planks. I need 14 planks. Holy crow. That's rough. A bunch of barbed wire. Bunch of nails. Nails shouldn't be a problem. Barbed wire should also be not a problem, I think. Yeah, we're good on it. We'll just take all that, and then I'll take these 2 planks also, because they don't really have to be there. They were just kind of there in my inventory, so I dropped them off. Good to use them up, I would say. Oh, I don't have any planks. Of course I don't have any planks. They were all right here, and now they're not. Okay. I need 12 planks. Where's the closest tree, eh? Guess the question is, should I drive? I can't even pick this up. What if I do this? Alright, we just gotta find a tree. Any tree will do. Any tree will do. We gotta make 12 planks. It's not even that big of a task. It's just annoying because it should have already been done and I forgot to do it. So I think this one also is not done. No, this one is done. Okay, well that's something anyway. That's good. It's a slow walk, let me tell you. You can't really run when you're carrying 62 kilograms of metal chest on your shoulder. Let's see, that's 117 kilograms of carried weight. Talk about weight. That is it right there. Look at our strength go up, though. You can't complain about those gains. Alright, this one tree right here, I think that's going to be enough. Nice. Got it. Give me planks. We'll do 2 of these. I think that should be enough. 2, 4, 6. Looks like it might be exactly right, as a matter of fact. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just exactly right. And I think this is still light enough so we could take it in hand. Just a little sidebar, a little side quest here. No big deal. Just a little extra task that needed doing. We're so close to finishing this stage of the walls too. Look at this. Doesn't it look good all green like that? Very, very nice. I wonder if it's copper. Is that why it looks green? Probably not. It'd be kind of crazy to use copper to make walls for so many different reasons. Okay, here I come. Just wait. I'm on my way. Don't worry, wall. Don't worry. Right here. Okay, planks. We've got planks. I brought planks. Did you want these? I got 12 of them. I hope that's enough for you. What do you think? Will that do the job? Oh, yes, sir. Sure will. We need a bunch of scrap metal. Whoa. Let's try not to lose the backpacks as we go, huh? Okay. Keep everything together. Drop you, equip you. It's not even going to be enough. There we go. Oh, it's at metal now. We got to do these doors separately. How are we doing on... Ooh, we're almost out of bolts. Top off again here. I'm going to put this in manually because I don't want it to end up right here. I want it to be in the same place each time. So that's where I'm going to go looking for it. Okay, that's all of that. That's all of that. Oh, mayhem. 4 scrap metal and the green backpack, our construction bag. Okay, bye. That's all of this one. Scrap metal. There we go. And where's that green one? There it is. We need more toolbox. Almost out of toolboxes. They sure do go quickly, don't they? Okay, what do you need? You need just a bunch of scrap, huh? Very good. There we go. And then this little section here. Does that really need sticks right now? What is happening? It does. It really does. It needs 2 sticks. Where did I cut down that bush at? It was right around the corner, right? Let's see. 1, 2. Just out of curiosity. Oh, I can't do that while I'm running? 8:56. It's still early. We've got lots of daylight left. Okay. There we go. Now she's up to snuff. Let's do this interior door, because I think it is undone. Or not done. Huh? Upgrade. It's kind of weird. Something feels like it's not working the way I expect it should. scrap metal. This is our next one. There's that. I need to find a way to upgrade the frame. Upgrade, there we go. Got it. Nice. Okay, this wall needs to be done. It's 10 out of 10. Let's close this door while we're on the inside, huh? Okay, now I'm gonna just do a walk of the perimeter. Oh, I found something. That didn't take long, did it? This very door needs doing. Ah, finished. You stay right there, backpack. Now we're gonna... Oh, I found another one. There we go. What did it need? 3 scrap? Ooh, and I have 2. Well, that's the way she goes. Really tearing through the scrap metal. Okay. We're gonna keep walking the perimeter here. Yep, see that? Look at... It's in really bad condition. And this door, and this door. Okay, so all I did was the exterior walls. This whole interior wall here needs doing. Okay, lots of walls left. Lots of walls left. We'll start with this door frame, I guess. Doesn't even need that. It needs the basic stuff. Oh my goodness. Right. We're going to do some back and forth. Try and build up muscle. Okay. I need 2 planks. I know where to get those. As a matter of fact, I can probably do that just by carrying them. Wonder if I'm going to need more than 2 at some point. Some of these walls probably need that basic upgrade. But we'll just deal with them as we go here. Where was this tree that I took down? Come on, you got it. Jump a little bit, that helps. Yeah! Cut into planks. Set some stuff aside. Make room for planks. There's 1. And there's 2. I feel like I should be able to fit more than 2, right? Yeah, we can get a 3rd in there, just in case. Hopefully I don't need it, but I think I probably will. I didn't do the whole perimeter, alright? All I did was the perimeter when I did my initial upgrades. I didn't even think about walking the interior walls. Didn't even consider it. There we go. So now we need the scrap. What about you? No, that's not what I wanted. I am sorry, friend. Close back down, would you? I hit the wrong button. Oh, that's a hard one to upgrade, as a matter of fact. Let's just finish the blueprint we're started on here. Okay, that came right up. And we'll upgrade you. I don't know why I'm running back and forth like this. It's kind of a waste of time. Big waste of time, but like I said, it is increasing strength. So it's not entirely for nothing. Alright, what's your next stage look like here? Yeah, we can do this right now. Okay, good. I found rocks. You're welcome. Nice. Okay, that's upgraded now. Upgrade this frame. Can't upgrade the door. Yeah, this is another one. It's going to need 14 planks. So, let's just drop this guy in scrap metal. We're going to take this in hand, wear this backpack, and we're going to go make more planks. And considering I'm almost out of toolboxes anyway, I should probably just take the time to cut up a bunch of planks right now so I can craft toolboxes when the time comes, because it's coming fast. We're nearly there, almost at the point of need. Surprised I'm not overheating with this jacket on right now. It is a very warm jacket, according to the little red icon up there. Fills up the thermometer quickly, you know? Okay. Where is that tree that I took down? Deja vu. Here it is. And some extra planks. Alright, we're gonna dump that right there and just start going to town. I hope I got enough fuel. Should be fine, right? Cut into planks. How many are we gonna get? Oh, I don't know. Quite a few. Quite a few. We'll probably end up with so many that we're gonna have to come back with the truck just to get the chest. That's probably what's gonna happen here. Although maybe not, considering the amount of toolboxes that have been removed, and I could probably get rid of the rest right into my inventory. Let me try that. How many are in here at this point? Just the one? Yeah. There we go. Now it's a planks box again. Oh, the chainsaw is really sweet. It makes quick work of all this, and it doesn't need repairs like the other tools do, right? The cutting tools all need grindstones. I can repair this with a toolbox. That's huge, because I want to save my grindstones for my sword, which I was going to point at, but I'm not currently carrying. Oh, I really need to build myself a bed. That might be something I do tonight, too. Just in case I have to respawn at some point, which, you know, in a game like this, eventually I will do. I'd like to be able to respawn right on top of my bed. I've got the gold for that reason. Alright, alright. How are we doing here, planks? Did we do a good job? That's definitely more than we need for the construction that we're working on. Is it enough for that and the toolboxes I'm going to have to build? I think bolts are going to become the problem next, once again. I can't drag that, can I? So silly. Just let me drag it. If I can lift it, let me drag it, would you? Yeah, now I'm getting hot. That's what I expected. Well, to take that jacket off. It's good for working in the night and the early morning, but it's really not necessary this time of day. Okay, I definitely see more planks over here. Yep, and it's definitely too heavy for me to lift now, so we're gonna have to bring the truck over to get this guy back to base. Question is, will I find my way back here? And the answer is, well, we'll see. Take a log, Mayhem. It's good for your strength. Let's see if we can hit 4.0 strength here. I think 5 is where it maxes out, right? So it should definitely be doable. It's going to take some more time, but I just have to remember to do difficult tasks when I'm presented the opportunity. Alright, we're going to throw this log. We are not going to throw the log. It's not something that you can do. If I could do it, I would do it. Alright, I should have an empty slot in my truck's inventory from the scrap metal chest. Right at number 4. There we go. Once we're inside the flag radius, we can move that thing around no problem. We don't need the truck to do it. Okay, and we back in. Very, very nice. I can actually go right through the garage with these materials, so I will do that. Let's just close this up. Let's just close this up. And now that it's upgraded, it needs a new enforced lock, which luckily I carry in my shorts. So there we go. Scrap metal, you're coming with me. Mayhem, I need your number 4 box, bud. That's definitely not number 4. Here we go. I'll walk away from you so your inventory's not in my face. Scrap metal. Oh, am I out of barbed wire? Okay. Let's get these things back where they belong. Right on the wall here, I assume. Volkswagen, Rager, Laka. There we go. Rager. That's the one. And now we can move ghost stuff back into line here. There, that looks good. Fairly well organized. Alright, I guess the thing to do here is to get the planks installed. We're going to need more nails, and we're going to need them to craft the wire with also. Repair this guy before we lose him. Not that it would even be that big of a tragedy, but just do it. Let's see, planks. That's 8. This will be 12. Hello? 12. Right there, and then 14. Boom. Done. Let's go make some barbed wire and bring some nails back with us. Barbed wire. Hello? How do we do this? Think like this. And then some nails. And let's just take these 15 out here. Boom, the fast clicks. Nope, wrong button. Okay, now we've collapsed these into stacks so we don't have an explosion all over the inventory. There we go. Now I have to figure out improvised fishing line. Can I really make that with wire? You can. Interesting. Unexpected. I'm looking for barbed wire, my friends. Barbed wire. What am I missing? Scrap metal. Cool. We've got plenty of that. Hello, scrap metal. Where were we? I think we were in this blue bag. Uh, let's do... We'll do four sections of barbed wire. That should be enough to at least get us moving forward again. I don't know how much I'm going to need. And I don't want to dramatically overcraft it right now either. What am I using here? My knife? Yeah. There we go. Oh, this one a little bit underprotected back here, huh? Close that inventory. Drag these guys out into the open. Okay. I need to upgrade these too, huh? Upgrade. Upgrade. Where's that blue backpack? That's no big deal. The next thing is this door. Right? I thought we just did the frame. Maybe we didn't do as good a job as I thought we did. Okay. There's that. Upgrade frame. Ooh. Out of bolts again. Where's my blue backpack? Cruising. We really are using up these materials. It took a while to make all those bolts, too. Probably the next time I go to do that, I'll do it off stream, because it's gonna get really redundant really fast if I just do that all the time. And looking at how we're going through them, I'm gonna need more soon. Okay, what am I missing? Toolboxes. Ah, right. This might be a stopping point because crafting toolboxes is going to be not so thrilling. Let's see. And that's a 3-hour stream, so I'm feeling pretty satisfied with that. There will be more to come. I'll do 2 streams again tomorrow. Rossi, hello there. I hope I didn't miss that for too long. How are you doing? I'll keep the stream going for a couple minutes here, if you don't mind watching me craft up some toolboxes. Just found the stream, huh? So your first time checking out Mayhem. What do you think? It's a little bit of chaos, a little bit of construction, more construction than chaos today, but it's not always like this. We're just getting a new base going. Alright, we're going to build up a bunch of toolkits. Are you a Scum player? Do you watch much Scum content? Yeah, musical Mayhem, that's right. Emphasis on the mayhem, right? I'm not as musical as I wish I was. I try from time to time. No, I mean, not well. I do from time to time. You love PvE, okay. That's good. Do you ever play PvP? So I'm on a PvP server right now, but it's kind of a quiet one, which we chose so we could not have to worry about players too much, but still have the excitement when it's called for, let's say. Yeah, okay, I gotcha. I do my best to avoid it. Honestly, what I do is I try to go around doing kind deeds for people. So some of my old streams, if you went back and looked at them, you'd see me helping people get cars running and helping them get bases built. Donated an old base to a new player. This was a while ago now, a couple weeks back, but yeah, I definitely avoid PvP to the extent that I can. And in this server, I haven't killed anyone yet. I got close yesterday. I had a guy sneak up on me while I was looting at the hospital, and I put a round into the doorway right next to his head. And I was trying to kill him, but I missed. And then he said, "Hey, hey, I'm friendly." And turned out he recognized my colors, and I'd helped out a couple of his friends last week. So he figured he was dying of an infection. I was at the hospital. Maybe I'd have some antibiotics, and I helped him out. He was right. I'm glad I didn't kill him. I did have antibiotics, and I did help him out. So yeah, I'm with you on that. I definitely avoid PvP when I can. But if the need arises, I'm not afraid to engage. It's definitely an exciting part of the game. Do you have any friends that might want to play Scum who don't have a copy yet? Because I've got a giveaway going, and I'm looking for somebody to give it to who's actually going to play the game, who thinks they'll like it. So if you know anyone who's interested, my Discord link is down in the description. Go ahead and share it with them. Have them go check out the Discord. That's alright. That's alright. No need to apologize. Let's see here. We're going to just drag these guys into the box and then go get more nails. And craft up as much of this as I can. So in PvE, do you make big bases like this? You probably don't really need to because the environment doesn't attack you, right? Can I not get in this door? Hey. Sheesh. I need nails, and I have to go through 100 doors to get them. That's what PvP does. You build small bases. Yeah, that's probably a lot easier. I've spent the last, like, oh, I don't know, 48 hours just doing base construction. So my squad mates got the thing built over the weekend while I was away, not playing. And I've been trying to do my part since by upgrading what they constructed in the first place. And it's been a lot of loot runs to the scrapyard, a lot of crafting toolboxes and bolts. Off the ground. Interesting. Why do you prefer to be off the ground? Just for the height advantage, or is there a mechanic that I'm not aware of? I really wish these things would stack automatically. Oh, puppets or bears. Huh. That's interesting. So I guess in a PvE server, you're probably more likely to build in the cities than in the countryside, right? Because we tend to build our bases away from stuff. We don't want people to come across what we have. So if you're near the cities or near some buildings, the puppets would be more of a problem, where out here I've only seen one puppet so far, and he was out by a tree. No real threat. I think I killed him with a chainsaw just for fun. There's 10. Let's see. How many nails do I need? Just all of them, I guess. Well, just more. More is what I need right now. More puppets around. So best to be in between. Yeah, because it's also where the loot is, right? That's the thing about being in the city. Or close to it. You don't have to walk as far or drive as far to get the goodies. Our last base on this server, which we just moved from over the weekend, was right near the torpedo factory. And that was a very nice location. So there's a bunch of stuff right around there. You got the dirt bike track. You've got a couple of police stations. The drops are usually pretty close to there. And us having trucks, it was easy enough to make it to the scrapyard to sell wheels, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, now we basically probably, not probably, without bragging, I know for a fact that our squad is the most advanced on the server, so at the moment we can kind of operate pretty recklessly, but because it's PvP and we know that there's more people coming on the server lately, we're trying to build up a better base than what we had. That's a big part of the reason we moved, was to be farther away from those hot locations. Okay, that's that. Look at me. I went all the way around. Oh, because I couldn't open this door, right? That's why. Yeah, it won't let me open it. What do I need? Toolbox? I've got enough of those. I should have just finished it while I was there. I wasn't thinking. Could have just finished it. Best to be in between, yeah. Okay, let's just finish this thing real quick so I can have that done. There we go. That's something. Open you up. And I'm going to get back to crafting toolboxes because I'm going to need them anyway. It seems like toolboxes are one of those things that just disappear really, really quickly. You always need them, right? You need them to repair armor, silencers. You use them on bicycles. Skinny Pete's PvE Island. Oh, okay. Is that a popular server? Yeah, I don't mind you telling it all. You tell me whatever you like to. I love talking about Scum. Any Scum conversation is a good conversation. The game is bugged at the moment, huh? Do you know what's causing that? What kind of bug are you dealing with? Was it an update, or is it something to do with that server specifically? Oh, we're really chewing through these bolts here. That's alright. I need the toolboxes, and I'm going to have to craft more anyway, so no point in trying to save them. Puppet horde spawns. Okay, how long has it been bugged for? Because they've made a number of updates recently with spawn system in the update notes, and I know a couple of people were telling me that for a while the puppets were spawning already aggroed, and right now that seems to be fixed. They don't really spawn on top of you, and when they occasionally do, they don't seem to be immediately aggroed. You get a little time to react to them. It might be worth checking it out again, going back. So we're still in 9.5. Do I have it here? I can see it at the bottom of my screen. You might not be able to, but we're in 9.5.17, which is several new updates since they introduced the buggy hordes. Might be worth going back. I always recommend going back. Goodness gracious, this game is great. First game I ever streamed, I think. Pretty sure. And then I took a long break from it, and I came back and I said, "Oh, I have to stream this game again. It's just too much fun not to share." It's kind of becoming my brand. Let's see how far that gets us. I think we'll probably use up. We're gonna run out of something here soon, I think. Maybe not. Just planks? Yeah, planks I think will be the limiting factor. Still got lots of bolts and nails. I like the puppets right now. I mean, if anything, I wish there were more of them. I wish the hordes were more dangerous. Hey, what's up, Nico? Glad to have you back, as always. You should be asleep right now anyway, you savage. Yeah, I like the puppets. I wish there were more of them. When you're in the points of interest and you have multiple people with you, those hordes can get pretty dangerous, but as a solo, the hordes seem way too easy. I never worry about them anymore. When I was a fresh spawn with a metal spear, yeah, they were a problem. Um, but once you have a pistol and a couple of magazines for it, they're nothing. Rosie, this is Nico. Nico's a good friend of the channel. Nico, Rosie just showed up. Or Rossi. I'm calling you Rosie. It's Rossi. Hey, don't worry about me. I can read. Oh my goodness. If you were here, you would slap me and I would deserve it. Alright, that's pretty good. Let's see. I don't know how much more progress I'm going to be able to make. We're burning through our supplies. in a hurry right now. Um, but that said, I'm gonna I'm gonna go until I can't. Need planks. Oh, did I just use up all my planks? You guys, I'm the worst. The worst, I tell you. Alright. What do we have for space? Goodness gracious. How many planks do I need? This is all... I don't need planks for this, right? But I will for this. I'm a chump. I gotta try and find an empty box here. Let's see. I'm gonna borrow your box, Ghost. I hope you don't mind. Oh, you know Skinny Pete's. That's cool. Hmm. You don't like... You don't like that they spawn within visual range and then bumble over? Yeah, I guess it is kind of weird when you see them spawn in and then they kind of like just casually walk around. It's a little broken, I guess. It's not going to stop me playing the game, though. That's just, I mean, for as long as I've been playing the game, there have been little bugs, and that is among the smallest of them. We were having some crazy bugs. Actually, there was a bug I encountered last week that had me rage quit, which I try not to do, especially when I'm streaming, but I was at an abandoned bunker. I had a key card that said it would open it. And when I got to the door, there was no message. No message at all. And so usually when I encounter weird things like that, I just relog, and that's what I did right in front of the abandoned bunker. When I came back in, I was immediately knocked out, unconscious, just blackness, and I stood back up naked, stark naked. I had nothing. All of my loot, all of my good screwdrivers, my key card, I brought all my best weapons, all my meds. I mean, I was prepared to go into an abandoned bunker, and it was all gone. And I was like, oh gosh, this is too much. It was too much for me. I went back to base. I don't know if I even put on clothes. I think I just laid down naked and said, "That's it. I'm done. I need a break." Um, yeah, that was frustrating. So I agree with you that it definitely breaks the realism a little bit with these weird zombie spawn mechanics, but it's not going to stop me loving the game. If they released it as a full release and they were doing this, that would be a problem for me. But there's so many aspects of this game that are just wonderful. I can't let that get in my head. And I don't think you should either. Just found out today, thanks to a YouTube comment, that I can do this. I didn't realize you could cut down logs into planks with the chainsaw. I thought I tried and it failed. I'm duller than a box of rocks. Vanilla settings. Okay. So what are there more puppets on that server? This is, yeah, this is all official. This is an official server, so it's all basic settings. It's just as it was designed. I could understand if you had a lot more puppets spawning in crazy like that, how it would be frustrating. And I say it enough, but what I'm really looking forward to is when the full release comes and we get mod support, because there's a bunch of little quality of life features that I'd like to see added to the game that I don't expect the developers to give us. Cheap, not hard, yeah. 100 meters without puppets? Oh my goodness. Okay, alright, yeah. I could see how that would be really annoying. I don't have that problem here. I see a puppet once an hour, at most. It's like, kind of boring in that way. Like I said, I'd like for there to be more puppets. Is that the ghost cell box? Hello? Yeah, not cell, just ghost. Oh, I should fuel this up while I'm here. No puppets. Ah, yep, yep. I like that. you know, I complain about the puppets, but I really only want them around the points of interest in the buildings. Out here in the country, it wouldn't make sense for them to be roaming around. Chainsaw doesn't really seem to take much damage when you use it. That's nice. You gotta go? Oh no. Definitely not trying to do that. Oh my goodness. Damned. Is that another server? Condemned. Alright, that should be enough planks to hopefully get us through these upgrades here. I can't believe I missed these whole sections of wall. Actually, I can believe it. I always say if I don't miss something, it's only because I didn't realize I missed something. Here we go. Oh, okay. Closed now. Yeah, it's got to be tough running custom servers with the game changing so much, right? You adjust something like puppet spawn rates, and then the developers make a big change to how puppets spawn, and now your whole server's broken. Obviously, the developers are only going to make adjustments to the game in the way that they intend it to be played. They're not going to, they can't consider every type of server out there. Yep, gotcha. And also, if you're going to play PvE with the way this game is meant to be, I think it makes sense that it would be rather hard, but yeah, it definitely bucks up the game. Yep. Yep. That's funny. I was saying I don't think there's enough zombies, and you're like, whoa, that makes no sense. There's way too many. I understand now. Nico, the great equalizer, man. You always come in with the knowledge when I need it. Man knows everything about this game. I think he's a sneaky dev. That's what I think. I think you're a dev who hangs out and streams and doesn't want people to know he's a dev. I won't tell anybody. That's our secret, bud. That's our secret. Okay. Back at it again. What do we need here? Just 2 planks? No problem. Thank you, Ghost, for donating your box to the cause. And some toolbox. Which we're gonna reorganize things a little bit here. Boom. Make room for toolboxes. It used to be a security. Hmm. I don't know if I exactly understand what you mean by that. Okay, there we go. And a little bit more scrap. Oh, we're running out of scrap fast. We certainly are. Where's my backpack? Let's hit this with a quick repair before I forget. Bring this up another level. And then we move in. Those are all good. Oh my goodness, are you right in my face? What is up with you, sir? Hello? Hello? I swear to goodness. Get out of here. That's right. Scared him away. I am very intimidating. I used to hit so hard and Spawn in predictable areas, but the amount of puppets in the country was high. Okay. And now they don't spawn in the country so much, but there's too many of them, and they spawn all kinds of crazy, huh? Yep, I gotcha. Yeah, I could see how that would kind of muck things up. That's too bad. Okay, we need more bolts. Oh no. Am I out of bolts again? Sheesh, that happens fast. Alright, what do we have left? I think this is the last 50 right here. Oof. That doesn't really have to be in order anymore, does it? Alright, we're gonna walk away to close the inventory screen. There we go. That's one of those little quality of life changes I would add. A button to close the inventory screen, so you don't have to walk away from things. Just close them. And more toolbox. Plus puppets inside and outside of buildings. It was predictable, but you had to have weaponry to deal with them. On a hardcore PvE server, you didn't have the hardcore weaponry. Oh, wow. Interesting. So this wasn't just PvE for people to learn with. This was like challenge mode PvE. And it kind of got broken by the updates. Became difficult in a way that's you can't contend with. I see. Okay. So you build up off the ground, and that way the zombies can't get to you, but they prevent other people from getting to you. And if you've got enough time in the server, you have the weaponry and the skill and the knowledge to deal with them. Yep, okay. It's making sense. I'm understanding now. It's a whole different type of gameplay than what I'm used to. But I'm following you for sure. And I can see how the Horde update might break those mechanics. Ooh. Out of scrap again. Come on. What do we have left? We've got 3 bags of scrap left. I think we're going to finish the walls at least. That's something. And we've got lots of toolboxes for next time, which I'm seriously happy about. Okay. Nice. What do you mean 2 planes? It's only 1. You don't see 2. The good news is, Nico, there's actually 3 planes on the server, so we don't have them all. The bad news is, Corpse wants to get the 3rd plane, so we will have them all. If you disagree with that, you're gonna want to talk to Corpse. It's out of my hands. Just saying. I'm not choosing this, he is. Anyway, we can't quite walk that length of the perimeter, can we? 2,500 hours. And it's only lately that you're disappointed. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I understand where you're coming from now, because I mean, what you're dealing with compared to how I'm playing the game, completely different. Like it's a different game entirely. What you're talking about. So yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, and I hope it gets fixed soon. I mean, that sounds like something that the server host is going to have to work on, which is probably a lot of work if they've changed the whole the where and the how of the zombie spawns. They're going to have to probably go in and adjust all of that manually. That's going to be a lot of work, I would imagine. I mean, I haven't built maps myself, so I don't know what the mechanics are like in this game, but what knowledge I do have of map building, that sounds like a real pain in the rear. Put the quick repair on our wrench. We're going to pack things up because the next level of upgrade is brick, and that's cement, that's gravel. We've got some of those materials at hand, but I don't really want to get into that right now. no puppets spawning inside at the moment. Not sure a server host can do anything about it. Well, that's what I was thinking, is maybe they can, right? Or maybe they can't. That's, yeah. I know when I played Arma 3, the developers, I think it was Bohemia Interactive, maybe? Don't quote me on that. But they gave you a whole toolkit with the game. When you buy the game, you get the toolkit where you can do anything to the map, to the gameplay. You know, you can create your own scenarios, and that's something I think this game would benefit from massively because of the way that people play it and the servers that people set up. Having those tools to kind of customize and tweak things would be great. Yeah, I know you don't agree on that third plane, my friend. I know. And that's why I'm telling you. Hey, look, man, I don't want no bad blood between us, so I'm just going to be upfront about this. That third plane, it's out of my hands. It does exist. I mean, you know enough about what's going on here through my stream that, let's say you needed a third plane, you would have the capability to requisition one. Don't tell Corpse I said anything. I'm 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 trying to play both sides right now. It's a dangerous game. I'm not sure how to close these doors. They're all kind of mushed together here. What's our security look like on this door? Crap. That's what it looks like to me. Looks like crap. We need more locks. Big time. Rocking all silvers here. What's that, a 5-minute bust open? One step at a time. One step at a time. Alright, that's pretty much all the scrap metal used up. There's a little bit more, but I'm going to have to make a bunch of scrap runs to finish what I've started here. Let's just line these up on the wall. I hope Ghost doesn't mind me requisitioning his box. We're putting it to good use anyway. He can have it back. It's just planks. They're easy enough to get more of if he needs that box for something. Oh, that wall's in the way. My OCD. It's going off right now. Yeah, Vanilla's pretty good right now. I'm definitely enjoying the heck out of it. It's not what it used to be. Yep, that's something that happens with early access games like this, right? You fall in love with them in a certain stage of development, and then the developers have to continue on the path, and sometimes they change things that you thought were going to be fundamental, and the developers just had a different plan. That's closed up. Okay, think I think we got the whole perimeter now. They insist the system will only be tweaked. Yeah, but who knows what tweaked means, right? You know what? Let's have a little fun about it. I haven't really done this here yet, so let's go ahead and maraud on a dirt bike. I think I hit all of these with repair kits, so they should all be in pretty good condition. Yeah, they probably all need a little bit of fuel too. Needs re-rolled. What do you mean by that? Like they need to just start over, rebuild it completely? Roll it out all over again? I'm not really going anywhere. I'm just gonna ride around. So we moved to this new location recently, and I'm still kind of learning the surroundings. I want to make sure that I got all the walls upgraded. So we're gonna use the bike to run the perimeter, and then just kind of check out the woods and the surrounding area before the hordes. I don't know though. The hordes add a lot to the game. Alright, looks like it's all up to metal now, right? Like I said, I understand your frustration with that server you were playing on, but this vanilla server here, it's kind of nice having that horde mechanic. Yeah, looking pretty good. I need to add some half walls to the top of the structure so we have cover when we're shooting from up there. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So they can get inside, right? Well, they do. They do jump through windows and doors. They absolutely do. Um, I guess I could put on my combat kit and show you. Or just risk it. Let's go risk it. Let's see what happens. We'll go fuel up the bike and see if we can't get a puppet to jump through a window for you. Of course, all I have on me is a 44 Magnum and a 12 gauge shotgun, so we're probably also going to find a horde, and I'm going to die, and then you're going to laugh and say, I told you it was broken. So that's kind of what I'm expecting out of this. Let's see what happens. Oh, fast enough. There we go. The horde bumbling from bushes. Yeah, yeah, I know. They do surround you pretty bad. They definitely do. That's why right now I'm feeling a little underprepared because my normal weapon for dealing with a horde is my pistol, and then I always have an AK on me just in case it gets worse. No immersion. Yeah. Yeah, I know it's definitely immersion breaking. I was at the gas station here earlier, and the puppets were spawning where I could see them pop into existence, and then they were walking like 3 feet off the ground, and that, yeah, it pulls you out of the immersion all the way, for sure. For sure. Oh shoot, I need to hotkey my handgun here. There we go. Good thing I didn't need that yet. My goodness. Would have been in a mess of trouble. Hey, there we go. A little bit of rock climbing, some trials biking. Gas station's right up here. Howdy, locals. It's your friendly neighborhood mayhem. How's everybody doing today? How about instead of everybody, just anybody? Anybody? Wow, it's really quiet here. Where did everybody go? Oh yeah, I know. Oh, I know. They're gonna pop in right on top of me, right? Actually, what they'll probably do is run in from the woods up there. That seems to be their favorite thing. Well, in the meantime, let's try and find a yellow-handled screwdriver. Nope, nothing here. No cash in the register. Alright, a waste bag, I guess. Feel like you could do better. Give me some good loot. Was somebody just here? Is that what's happening? Where's all the good stuff? Hey, zombies. Zombies. Hello? Huh. How much weight is this? 13? Okay. Well, that's probably the first time I've stopped at a gas station and not seen a zombie. What is this? You should be grumpy. This is terrible. I want a horde. I came in on the loudest dirt bike that I have, holding a 44 pistol, asking for trouble. I can't get anything, not even a single beeper. There'll be some here. There'll be some here. Watch this. We'll find some here. Hello, zombie. Hello, it's Mayhem. Hello? Oh, hey, did I just wheelie? Can you wheelie in this game? What? Oh, oh, I hear one. Hi, I'm here. Hey, it's me. Ah, boo. I can't show you them going through a window right now because there's no windows here. What is happening? You got stuck up here? Leave me alone. Call in a horde. Why are you here? I need help. Oh my goodness. The worst. Oh, you do? Okay. You know that. Well, stop being dumb. Call a horde. My goodness. There we go. Hey! I'm scared. This was a bad idea. Up on the silo. Oh, okay. Oh, I never even thought about going up there. I bet that's a heck of a sniper spot. Might be able to see clear through to the junkyard. Is it just you making all that noise? Oh, I missed! Hey! Hey! Unacceptable. Oh my goodness. You guys didn't see that, right? You didn't see that. I definitely didn't just miss. Oh! We got a couple coming. Do you mean this guy right here? This big tall one? Or do you mean one of those little guys? I'm going up the big one. Ah! I got puppy whipped. That's funnier than you realize right now. I had to cut my early stream, or my earlier stream, I had to cut it off sooner than I wanted because of a puppy. I am in no way, shape, or form prepared for this right now. You're causing me to make terrible decisions. I don't even have my armor on. Why am I doing this? Ah, that's a good question. That's a really good question. In an attempt to avoid stream sniping, because I have 5 base mates who I play with that are not streamers, I do not disclose that publicly. What I will say is that it's a server with official settings. And that's about as specific as I get. I know these streams aren't hugely popular right now, but also that's kind of the place people go if they want to troll somebody, is they find a not so popular stream and then, you know, become terrible. So, good question. I'm gonna plead the fifth. Wow, this thing's all the way up here, huh? If I run out of energy during this, do I just fall off and die? Because that would be a very scum thing to happen. I'm actually feeling legitimately uncomfortable right now. Oh my goodness. Wow, I felt a feeling. Alright, what do you think? Is that a wolf? No, that's that's my dirt bike. I know what things are. Whoops. Every Saturday night, community broadcast. Oh, that's cool. But it's PvE. There's no sniping. Wow. This is cool up here. Look at the view. Oh, I wish you wouldn't shift your weight like that. It's making me uncomfortable. Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad you had me do this. I'm gonna go down now because that feeling that I'm having, it's not really a good feeling. It's the kind of feeling that's persisting and I'm uncomfortable at the moment. I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna press tab and I'm gonna look at my health. Okay, this bleeding injury is clearly not gonna heal while I'm doing this, right? Forgot how squishy I am without armor on. Alright, what to do now? I should probably just ride back to base and call the stream to an end because I'm going on almost 4 hours now and I need to go take care of some other things. Oh, I'm not worried at all. Just kind of curious. Yeah, definitely have vertigo, Nico. I'm not great at heights in real life, and that translates surprisingly well to video games. I get vertigo from Minecraft. It always surprises me because I know this is just a screen, but it still gets me. I don't like having phobias. I try my best to overcome them. I have worked in industries where I had to climb ladders and work at heights, and I still didn't manage to get over the vertigo. Like I can overcome it when there's work that needs to be done, but I still feel it. 40%. Holy crow. Do I have... Oh, I don't have any spare ammo for this on me. Well, we're rolling the dice right now, aren't we? What's left? Got 1 round? Oh, I have 3. Did I have spare? Oh, I do. Look at me go. Okay. I'm okay. Later, Nico. Always a pleasure, my guy. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Why am I running away? I got nothing to worry about. This is vanilla. What's in here? More bricks? Good. I am running away because I'm hungry. That was close. Oh, I like those slugs. Let's get a little more action while we're here. This is what happens with this game. I tell myself I'm going to stop and then I just keep going. Because there's always another zombie to shoot. The mule. What is the mule? Is that slang I'm not aware of? Is it a gun? Is it the gun I'm carrying? You're only here because I am. Oh yeah, I agree. I like it a lot. It's a ton of fun. This was one of my early stream role plays, was putting the shotgun on my back and riding the dirt bike around. And not even looking for loot, just looking for trouble. Yeah, the only reason I'm here right now is because you're here. I was about to sign off, and then you popped up like, hey. And so I'm not going to say goodbye if somebody's new to the stream just checking in. This is not. I don't think so. This is the 1887 sawed-off. Was that a miss? In what world was that a miss? Okay. Let's breathe deep. Got my heart going here. We gotta just smooth things out a little. I'm looking for more action. Come on, zombies, come and get me. Actually, while I'm here, I could look for vehicles, right? Haven't seen anything yet. Also, haven't really been paying attention. Looks like a whole lot of nothing, though. Yeah, I try to stream twice a day, Monday through Saturday. Um, my schedule got messed up recently because of a new puppy in the house, but I'm getting back to it. I try to do one stream that starts a little before noon and then ends a little after noon Eastern Standard Time. And then this stream, which usually starts around 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, that'd be 1700 hours, and then goes for 3 to 4 hours, depending on the gameplay and the engagement. I play a lot more than I stream, but I try to do certain things off stream, like my squad mates. I love them to death. I really enjoy playing with them. Their mics and their demeanor isn't really exactly what I'm looking for in a stream, so I will do collaborative streams with them occasionally, but most of what we do together, I'm just chilling, enjoying playing the game with them. Okay. Box of nails. I'll tell you what, if I find a box of bolts, which I might have just left one behind, not thinking about it, but if I find a box of bolts, I'm going to grab it, because bolts are the real struggle right now. So yeah, my goal is to stream basically 12 times a week. That's the goal. And for the most part, I've been doing pretty well. Trying to get that watch time up so I can maybe get some advertisements going eventually. If I could choose a way to make a living, it would be streaming. And that's a goal I'm slowly working towards here. Alright, that's good. I don't really need bricks. We're not finding much else here. I'm actually going to do it this time. I'm headed back to base. I'm also really happy that I remembered to bring shotgun slugs. Or did I just leave them in my pants? No, no, no. Somehow I either remembered or forgot them from last time. Not sure which. No. You can't keep me here forever. You can keep me here for a while, but at some point I have to eat. I don't need to eat a lot, but I've waited a long time. But it does sound like I might see you again then, huh? That would be awesome. There's one fella, Native Dad, who I haven't seen in a little while. Probably dropped off when I stopped streaming last week with the new dog, but I think the two of you would get along. He's actually looking to get into the game. He's ordered a PC and he's waiting for it to show up. So, he's a cool guy. Alright, alright. I appreciate the subscribe. There's always more content coming. That's for sure. But I know how YouTube is too. It's an endless current of constant content, and we tend to get hooked on certain creators that we stick around with. And for me, I actually really enjoy watching Minecraft content, so there's a few creators in that space who I watch really quite consistently. And I don't actually watch much Scum content, which is somewhat calculated. I partially don't watch any because I don't want to set my standard too high beyond what I'm capable of right now, and I kind of like discovering the game for myself and with chat's help. So some stuff I'll look up, like going into the radiation zone. I looked up a little bit of information about that just so I wouldn't immediately die, but Dead Space. Okay, what is Dead Space? Is that another zombie survival game? It feels familiar. Yeah, I'm the same way. I choose realism games just almost constantly. Farming Simulator 22, I've got a bunch of hours in that. Lovely game. Here's the squatties. They're probably wondering why I'm not in the Discord right now. Let's back up a little. He's gonna open those doors. Oh. Thank you, thank you. There, just right. Gotta mess with him a little bit, eh? I'll be in Discord in a second. Just finishing up a stream here. Hope you like the outfit. I did a bunch of construction today. AI that you have to deal with. Settle it right in. That's right. All right, I'm gonna call it here. I better go. What server am I on? That's a great question. It's been really nice getting to know you. I hope I see you again. Until then, I'm Musical Mayhem. This is Scum, and I'll see you in the next stream. Have a good night.